I was able to play 3 games. I was able to play, we played Crisis Core, which I was really looking forward to. The new Crisis Core coming out in 2 months. I played Forspoken, and if anyone has questions about Forspoken, I am glad to answer that. I could actually talk about Forspoken. It's just, the thing with Forspoken was they said I couldn't, record my video gameplay. But they said I could talk about anything. There's no embargo, there's no nothing. Although, okay, I will say this, but I will not say what it is. Because they did tell me if there was something with Dragon Quest Treasures that was under embargo. I couldn't talk about a feature in Dragon Quest Treasures. But she's like, it was just like one feature. I don't even, like, it was this thing called this, and I'm like, oh, I didn't even run into it anyway, so... So it was nothing off me, because I didn't even see it, so it was pretty funny. Looking forward to it. I would say the game, it's very lighthearted. I'm not gonna lie, I personally, Biftech, kind of like a little bit more serious games. Like, you know, when I played Shin Megami, that was like, I'm like, yeah, I'm into this. Like, this is like the Pokemon I've always wanted kind of thing. So, it's a little more lighthearted, a little bit more, because I mean, you're playing Mia and what's his face as like kids. They're kids, so it's like kind of vibe. But the gameplay is smooth. There's definitely a decent story to it in terms of the backstory. The mechanics are interesting. The fighting is pretty straightforward, but pretty cool because you actually run with a lot of computer AI things that are doing battling as well. So that was kind of fun. Honestly, I like that idea. And then yeah, and then I mean it's closer to like puzzle stuff. You know, you're finding treasure and all that stuff. So there's quite a decent amount of puzzles that get involved. It's pretty good. Eric, yeah, Eric. I have that ordered. Eric is your favorite DQ. Yeah, then you'll definitely like it, Jason. It was a good play. I had a 1-hour playthrough. They're like, hey, so, you know, here's Dragon Quest Treasures, it's about this and that. The demo is about 45 minutes to an hour. I'm like, in my brain, I'm like, 45 minutes to an hour I can play this game? Are you kidding me right now? So that's kind of cool. Yeah, I got to enjoy that. Forspoken, that's an interesting game. It was funny because when I did Forspoken, as I was playing it, my only issue with the game was that it felt a little sluggish with the movement and some of the animation. So I talked to the guy, the PR rep, afterwards. He's asking me, like, how did I find it and stuff. I'm like, you know, great game, I like the system, the battles are very interesting, there's a lot going on. But I felt like it was a little sluggish, blah blah blah, and he's like, oh, you know, you can actually go into the setting, and not that I would know that, not that, you know, anything like that, but he's like, you can actually go into the settings and swap it out from the higher graphics into the performance mode. I'm like, oh, okay. He's like, yo, you can go back in if you want it and try it in performance mode, but I didn't really want to do it. Like, I got the gist of it. Like, I didn't need to see it firsthand. But then my very next question was, so is this thing gonna be on PC? Because in my brain, I'm like, when would you ever have an option for performance mode in a PS5 game unless it was on PC? And it's funny because he actually didn't know if it was on PC, but then the other rep confirmed it. So, like, I'm not gonna lie, like, if you're gonna get Forspoken, my humble opinion would be to get it on PC. I think the game is actually pretty cool. It's open world magic using with a lot of very fancy tech. But I think if you have a strong PC, it might be a good idea. Yeah. I think it's a good idea to do it on PC. Because if you have, like, a really good PC, you're going to enjoy that game way more, because you can probably play it on a high-end graphic thing and then still maintain your FPS, because when you were playing on higher performance on the PS5, it didn't feel smooth. And I kind of asked them also along the lines of, like, I didn't want to stab into the question too much, but I was, like, kind of pushing this idea of, like, oh, you know, what kind of build is this? Like, is this close to finished? Are they still working on it? Because I would have given it the benefit of the doubt if maybe they're still working on it, you know? He's like, oh, there's still gonna be things that they're gonna polish. So in my brain, I'm like, okay, maybe the battle is all set to go, and the questing and the open world is all set to go, but maybe they're gonna try to clean up the graphics and stuff. And then that's when he told me about the performance mode and stuff. So you don't have to yell at me, Biftech. What the fuck, dude? Oh, I should change my title. Hold on, I'll change my title. I'll do my title change after. I gotta play, by the way, I'm gonna play a 90-second ad because I was trying to push ads as much as I can off the stream. But when we're doing a duo, it's hard for me to just be like, hey Brian, you wanna hang for ads for a second? We're gonna play ads in my stream, give me a second. So I was trying to push them in as nonchalantly, but I gotta push them in. So let me hit a 90-second ad right now. And then we'll do one at the end of the boss fight. I'm also going to spend that time to fix my title, so we'll try to miss minimal action, but BRB for those sting ads, 90 seconds. Letting the person fine-tune how they want the game to control. The new Sonic game coming out, says Jason, actually has options for specific controls, like the drifting sensitivity and other stuff. That's interesting to me. Letting person fine-tune how they want to game to control. That is interesting. That's an interesting concept. Let me change the title here. Actually, I need my I need to get my proper title thing here. When's the last time I did? Oh, whoops, it's up here. I swear my mouse all of a sudden just like went slow now. Dude, I'm trying to change my title! Jerk. Reaper, Floor 21, Lone Hero, 66 cleared. Yeah, there we go. Alright, title change. So, we're on Reaper. Oh, let me say that after the ad. I'll say that after. Biftech asked me if I had to compare it to any game I've played, what do I compare it to? In terms of Dragon Quest treasures? I don't play that genre of game very much, Biftech, so that's a difficult question for me to answer. I don't play that genre very often. So yeah, I don't know if I can get... maybe I'll get an answer later. What's up, Eric? How you doing? Welcome back from the ad, guys. So, the reason I'm on Reaper today is because the last time we were on Reaper, which was right before I went on vacation, we wiped on 93. And the reason why we wiped on 93 is because I didn't have any more... I dealt with 8 no-item floors. From 71 plus to 8 to 93. I couldn't mitigate that many no items, so we lost. But I want to definitely revenge, and I figured today would be good because we'll do it kind of chill. Since we had the collab with Brian, I wanted to try to figure out how I can kind of split the stream up. So we'll do like, I think up to 60 today, and then call it a night, and then do the rest of it next stream. So we'll do 61 to 100 on next week for the duo, and then maybe 61 to 100 on this stream, but maybe I get this to 70. Maybe we get this to 70 and then I can do 71 plus. And that might be a good idea. But it's gonna be a lot faster with the duo, that's the thing. So I'll probably finish 61 to 40 in like, what? 2 hours? 2.5, 3? Have I played Nino? No, I never played Nino Kuni. I heard that was really good though. I had a similar flaw in my stage file, no item, 6... Well, that's 151 plus, I'm not surprised by that one. But I pushed through that and made a dumb mistake and died. Oh no. Yeah, once the 151 plus no items, not too big of a that's not shocking to me. Gabriel said, "My new job doesn't let me deep dungeon." Well, maybe you should find a new job. Duh. The service went down as I was finishing body hits, however, I will suffer this run. Damn, dude. Yeah, I mean, I had that in the back of my brain, if we were to get another DDoS or something. You need to survive, you need to pay the bills. That's a decent enough reason. You know, that's acceptable, I'll let that fly. To be fair, we finished the 21-70, what, in like an hour and a half, I think, right? That's fast as hell, dude. Yeah, started sharp on 9, and then, yeah. Good stuff. Forgot how fast duos are. Especially casual duos when you're not going for score or anything. When the servers went down during the live letter, it was during the big fish window. Oh no! Did they say anything during live letter when the servers went down? Willow, I had you guys up. I was lurking in a donut stream and I saw that happen. That was really sad. I felt really bad for you guys. And then you guys hopped into Summoner and then I basically watched Donut Bunny die every other minute, so... That was interesting. Poor Donut Bunny. It was amazing. I mean, you know. PT is only 50 floors. Yeah, that works. We'll go with that propaganda. I was told there was 5 Onryus. Oh, with Donut Bunny stream? I just saw her on the floor like 90% of the time. Easy. Yeah, but but here's the thing, Gabriel has to have the time to do 1 to 150, and he doesn't have the time. He doesn't have the IRL time to do it, so... Should I have blown here in no time? Oh look, back-to-back mimics. Oh. I bet it explodes. I need to pull enemies on her war climb like she pulls on her summoner climb. And she'll have alone here in no time. Yeah, but it's different. I mean, you know, you don't have the same ability. Well, I guess you have Tomahawk, so that's fair. She's too funny though. I'm a healer deep dungeoner. There's nothing wrong with that. That means you won't die. Score, run, go. Yeah. Oh, Eric, I was talking to Daraban about the fact, I don't know if you saw, I posted a video about the new Crisis Core, if you ever want to see it and see how it is in action. I did a comparison of the old Crisis Core and the new one. And I know we were talking about Crisis Core a little bit, so if you wanted to get a sneak peek at the actual game, I made a YouTube video on it. That was a lot of fun. So much fun to try those game demos. I mean, I know, so if you were here earlier, you never heard it? Okay, wait, let me share the video. Like, if you guys were listening earlier, we had this discussion about that New York event where you got to try game demos and stuff, and Brian kind of decided that he's on the East Coast, so he's down south. Well, he's south of me. I don't want to get too specific. I know where he is, but he's south of me, and he didn't think it was worth the time to shoot up here to do that thing. And to be fair, all you did was sit in the small room and like play 3 games for like 2.5 hours, you know. And I think it would benefit if you were like a press guy or a variety streamer like that. Like making a video like this, that's not my normal content. So I'm not gonna, I'm not really gonna get that much traction on it because you guys are here for Deep Dungeon. But I really wanted to play the game, and I'm still kind of hoping that I can step into that kind of area of streaming content and stuff. So it was a nice experience. It was nice to meet the guys. I hope I can see them again. Maybe they recognize me. I don't know. But it was nice to like talk to like PR reps and like Square next employees and stuff. Especially when you love that company and you play their games. So it was I thoroughly enjoyed the experience, and I would totally do it again just to be in that atmosphere, you know. Does dodge rolling make you invuln in Crisis Core? I think there are iframes, Biff Tech, with the dodge roll. Because doesn't dodge roll in Remake make you... Doesn't dodge roll give you iframes also? I think if anything, you know what's the biggest one? It's the reverse of iframes, or rather, in the old Crisis Core Biff Tech, when you got interrupted, or when you got knocked down, you were like animation locked for like forever. Before you could do an action, and you didn't have iframes during that period of time, so you were like locked in place. And there were times when the enemy would kind of chain attack you, you couldn't do anything about it. You still take damage on the dodge roll. Oh, I don't know. I mean, I wasn't taking... You know what would be a good indicator, Biff Tech, and I didn't fight them? I know in the early bits of the game, in Wutai, they had certain enemies that would shoot you with like a almost like a machine gun kind of thing. And that would be a good indicator if you're getting hit with damage. Because I think pretty much all the things that I was dodging were like single hits, and I was always getting out of the way from them. So I don't know. I've used the invulnerable Crisis Core to fight certain monsters. I remember that from when I was playing the original a little bit, just because I wanted to do that comparison video. Yeah, like rolling felt good as long as you got the timing down. I mean, if your timing was off, you're gonna get hit because you had an animation, you had a buffer between the you know, roll after roll. But you know, the thing I mentioned in the video was that I didn't realize that dodge rolling costs you AP. And maybe in the new Crisis Core, maybe they adjust that. Maybe the ease of rolling and being able to do it more often is in exchange, and maybe you can take damage now, and this, in exchange of not using AP. Because man, having to run out of AP and then trying to dodge roll really like kills the sales in your gameplay. You know what I'm saying? So. Also find stuff about your weight class. It's gonna be interesting to see how it all transfers over. Like, what is interesting about the Ifrit fight, Biff Tech, from the original Crisis Core into the new one, the boss mechanics were pretty much the same. It was almost identical to the original, except the fact that you can break its ability. So the ability break is the new feature that, like the same thing in the original Crisis Core where Ifrit did Hellfire. But that's essentially unavoidable. Like, it's just on a cooldown. Like, every so often he just opens with Hellfire. But in the new Crisis Core, if you do enough damage, or do enough weakness damage, you can actually cancel Hellfire. So, which is interesting. So there's a little bit more strategy involved with that whole thing. I will do what I did in the original, do all the content as it becomes... Yeah, I did that in the original. Yep. Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, no, I did that too, Biff Tech. It was kind of the idea of like, you know, it's available, so clearly you should be doing it, right? If the game opened it up to you, that means it should be possible to do it. So yeah, when you see me stream it, because I'm gonna stream that game for sure, you're gonna see a lot of VR missions, but I think it's gonna be a lot of fun on hard mode because I'm playing that game on hard all the way through. Oh, one other detail that I didn't mention. I didn't mention in the video is that in the new version, it's kind of akin to Remake. You can swap the difficulty at any time. I had noticed in the old version, when you did a new game, you had to pick normal or hard, and that's it. You can't change it. There's like no settings in the original game, so you were stuck on that difficulty forever. But here, like, so when I was doing the demo, I was just playing through it, and then right before I did the Ifrit fight, I wanted to take the opportunity to look at the menus, you know, like what's in the menu system. Maybe there's something cool that I haven't seen yet. And I saw difficulty there. And I'm like, oh, let me just swap it to hard because I have every intention of playing this on hard. And then I played Ifrit on hard. And you know what is cool? The PR guy, after I beat Ifrit on hard, he's like, you're the first person to beat this on hard since we've been here. And Saturday was the last day, I think. Because they went like Thursday, Friday, Saturday. He's like, you're the first person to beat on hard. I'm like, hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, I'm the first person to beat on hard. No, he doesn't know who I am, but it's okay. Not a big deal. I wasn't gonna name drop, dude. Dude, like, I came up, when I went up, so we were in the New Yorker. I don't know if anyone has ever been to New Yorker before. It's a hotel that it was in a lot of movies. Like, if you watch The Avengers, you saw the top of the New Yorker, where it says New York, literally New Yorker. So we were in that hotel, and we went up, and we were met up by a nice lady with pink hair, who brought us up. She was really nice. She was designated to actually bring the people up and bring the people down. And let me tell you, that's very nice, and that's very nice of someone to do. But I went up with a guy who was press, 100% press, and he was very extroverted, asking a lot of very interesting questions. Like, you know, he was like, oh, I know you, I've seen you before. You know, I didn't hear the company he worked for, but the questions he was asking was super like things you'd hear from someone who is either writing an article or review thing. Very specific things about, oh, you know, how are the graphics here? How's the frame rate? You know, how does it play? How is it compared to the old one? Hey, is this thing here and there? Like, it was very interesting listening to this guy talk, out of just experience and all that stuff. But yeah, you know, and I felt like I'm like, I introduced myself. He didn't really introduce where he was from, but I introduced myself. Hey, I'm a streamer, and then like that was like the end of the conversation with the guy. Like, oh, you're a streamer. All right, that's kind of like the impression I got, but it's pretty funny. Shinja, give him my... I don't have business cards, man. How dare I stream? Yeah. No, it's fine. I mean, I honestly wish I was able to talk to the guy more. I wanted to actually ask him, like, hey, like, you know, what do you work for? You know, what's your job or something? Maybe just to strike up a little bit of convo, but I finished up faster than he did. Actually, you know what is interesting about him? He actually specifically requested if he can try Crisis Core on the Switch, because Dragon Quest Treasures was on the Switch only, so they had two Switches. They had a Switch on plugged into a TV, and they had a portable Switch, just the actual Switch that you can use, because if two people were going to play on Dragon Quest, one was going to be on the TV, one was going to be on the console, and he actually asked, like, hey, could I try the console, should I try Crisis Core on Switch? And they actually had it on the Switch, and I'm like, oh, that's such a good idea. I didn't get the time though, because I just did the Dragon Quest playthrough and I was on my way. But yeah, I mean, you know, maybe I run into that guy again. I remember his name. I'd rather not say it, not say it because there's this actual name, but I remember his name, so we'll see if I run into him and maybe in the future or something. I remember what he looked like. I have a very, very, very strong visual memory, so. Streamers kind of cramp on journalist relevancy. I mean, it's true. Well, I was on docked, okay? So bear this in mind, JC, and I was playing the docked version, but it played very smooth, not a single hiccup. You know, when I played Shin Megami was hiccuping, right? There were places where you got frame drops and stuff. This one was very smooth. I had no complaints on that one. Yeah. But again, it was docked, so, you know, just bear that in mind. I didn't play the handheld. And honestly, that's something I'm gonna think about next time. Like, you might get a performance difference between one that's not docked and one that is docked, and that might be worthy of my time to figure it out. Overclocking Switch for Harvest Style helped a lot. Most people can't do that. So maybe go. Well, I heard So Delirium, I did hear that docking your Switch was a lot better than playing it mobile. And if I'm streaming the game, then I'm playing it docked 100%, right? There's no way I could play that game not docked. So I'll just play it on the original. The way I've justified it is the following. I did pre-order it from GameStop because, you know, everyone loves GameStop. I mean, look, at least I can hopefully guarantee that it will come in from GameStop. I've had a bad experience with Amazon, so I kind of don't want to do that on Amazon. However, I did hear something about GameStop having issues with some pre-orders for, I don't know if it was for a specific game or a specific period of time, but the way I'm thinking about it right now is if November, was it November 4th, I think? If November 4th comes along, I go to GameStop and they're like, yeah, we don't have the game. I'm just going home buying the Switch and the Steam version. That's it. I'm not gonna wait. I'm not gonna order it on Amazon. That is my signal. That is my signal to buy it on Steam. Like, that's how I looked at it, so that's why I'm gonna look at it. Ada, hello, good to see you, Ada. Ada, I actually I just finished watching Sharp's last playthrough of Legend of Cold Steel, and that was an interesting watch. I liked it. Very, very interesting way that game finished up. Which game am I talking about? I just went through like 10 games. Oh, Harvestella. So I just mentioned Trails of Cold Steel, and we were just talking about Harvestella in terms of the performance issue, or possible performance issue. It was awesome, yeah, it was awesome. I ordered it from the SE store because of the chance to get it early if they do. Oh yeah. You're talking about that with me last time. Dude, RNG is not good for me. I can't gamble RNG, man. I gotta have my insurances. I gotta make sure I'm gonna guarantee. Like when Remake came out, I know some people got their games early for Remake, but once it said like, you know, release 12 midnight, I'm like, I'm just gonna take the guaranteed 12 midnight. There's no RNG there, so. Quick POTD question. Doing my first ever solo run, says Atma. Floor 90 boss, the blue bomb, and spawned in different spots. I couldn't move the boss once it started casting Master Burst. They're a trick to people moving the boss quickly to the blue bomb. I ended up living because I topped myself up. Yeah, there you go, what Biptech said. But also, depending on the job you're on, Atma, the position of the bombs are static. So you can kind of adjust it. You can kind of park the bomb dead center. If you park the bomb dead center, then you'll kind of hit the blue bomb. The bomb needs to be underneath the boss. But if for some reason that you miss the position, yeah, you would just manually hit it, tapping it, doing a GCE bow. Now, what job are you doing, Atma? Because this could actually give you different answers depending on what job you're doing it. Summoner. Okay, Summoner's not bad. Summoner's easy because you can just do one cast. One of the things I wanted to mention, just in case it matters, and you might do it on Summoner, but more than likely you're just doing a rage attack on it. With Machinist, it might be a little habitual for someone to go to that bomb and GCD it, but the thing with Machinist is that your GCD lines up with your auto attack, so when you hit the bomb, it actually double taps the bomb if you use the GCD, because it'll first do your GCD, but then it'll immediately follow in with an auto attack. So you basically want to just hit it with your auto, not the GCD. But for Summoner, it's easier because you just have to smash it with the Ruin and you're fine to go. Like, you don't have to do anything else special, so. Yep. So that's all you can do. That's all you need to do. Trail series is so underrated. It's the only series that I think has better stories than FF. Yeah, you know, I watched Sharp. I watched his playthrough from beginning to end. It took him an entire month of streams to beat that game to credits. And I didn't catch every single one of them. I wanted to, but, you know, I could only watch so much of it. But it was interesting. The story was very cool. The characters were great. The voice acting was great. And it was wonderful to experience it through his playthrough, you know? So yeah, I never heard of that series before, Southerner. I didn't know what that was. When he first popped open the game, I'm like, what is this, dude? I don't know what game this is. So I imagine, and let's give Mr. Sharp a shout out since we're talking about him. He I think is gonna start moving into the other Trails games. I think that is his plan, is to play like a whole bunch of them. So if you've never seen him before, or you want to see him play through it and stuff, definitely check him out. He streams at night, and he's a good dude. He's such a cool streamer. I really enjoy his vibe. I've heard so many people talk about them. I never tried Trails myself. There's a lot of JRPGs that I never really heard about, but people rave about them. Like Yeast. Yeast is one of them that Yeast is one of them that I literally never heard a word about, and then people are like, yeah, it's a really good one. Trails. Now I'm into Tales of Arise, so at least I know the Tales series a little bit more. But before I didn't know what Tales was at all. And even like, I know this isn't really JRPG, but the Yakuza series, that's one that I know people rave about. Persona, I know about Persona, but I never played it. Again, another series I never dabbled into, I never knew was a thing, but then I keep hearing people like raving about the series, so there's so many of them that are out there. That I do want to eventually get into, I think, personally. You know, there's a couple that I will want to try to explore personally. Ending a Trail Sky blew my mind harder than anything in history. When you replay vastly changes the entire story. Interesting. I mean, Trails of Cold Steel definitely had its twists and turns for sure, especially at the end, so I think I can totally see that. Has a hard mode I might enjoy? I don't know, will I also enjoy a 200-hour playthrough? I mean, that's, I think, what I'm gonna get for Persona 5, right? It's gonna be like 230-hour playthrough. I'm not sure if I have time for that. I don't know if I can dedicate that much time to a game right now. I'd wanna stream it, and then it's like, you know what I almost like thought about trying to set up a schedule for, to bridge the gap between now and Harvestella, is to pop open Last Remnants, which I keep talking about. We have the songs on them, but I'm almost tempted to do that. Holy moly. Only had limited time. If only I didn't have other games to play, I guess. I'll keep it in mind. So isn't a fan of the rejected, forgotten parts of the series. Well, I mean, you know, I think a lot of people hop into it late. You know, maybe they're like me, magnets, where they hop into it only because they heard people talk about it. But then also maybe like me, they don't want to jump into the old ones. Like, I can't play old ones. Like, I couldn't play Shin Megami 1, Persona 1 or 2, or, you know, some of the original OG ones. I want to play the newer ones. I couldn't go back to, like, you know, the original Tales or the original Fire Emblem. I mean, it was actually pretty tough. I'm not gonna lie, it was actually a little rough around the edges playing the OG Crisis Core for a little bit, because I wanted to get it up until, like, the Ifrit fight. So I tried to play it, to get that footage. And man, it was tough to play that game. Like, I couldn't imagine playing that game right now. But the way the new one is totally, like, perfect, because it's so modernized. 20 years, almost, you know? 2007 was the release of Crisis Core. 15 years, I guess it is. So it's had quite the amount of time to upgrade itself. Original Tales games hold up. I watched my buddy Komi, Kaupu Komi, play Tales of... was it Symphonia? Or whatever, whoever had, I don't remember the names. I think it was Symphonia. But she was replaying that thing. No, I think it wasn't Symphonia, it was something else. It was another one. It was a voice actor of, the one who had the voice actor of, of Kirito from Sword Art Online and what's his face from Attack on Titan, Eren Yeager, whatever one he voiced as the main character. I don't remember which one she was playing, but it was that one. Wait, this is the spawn room. God damn it! I heard Symphonia was a favorite of a lot of people. Like, every time I heard Tales, or we got into a discussion on Tales, people were like, Symphonia, Symphonia, Symphonia. Like, Arise was good. I liked Arise up until the very end. My only issue was the very end. But up until that point, I thought that game was... Although I didn't like the battle. I'll be honest, like, the battle, I was struggling to get through the battle, because it was so boring to me. It wasn't engaging at all. Ending was so bad. So Southerner, you don't like Hallmark movies, do you, dude? You don't spend your free time watching Hallmark movies? Because I think if you like Hallmark movies, I think you'd enjoy that game. I look at Hallmark movies and I facepalm. Nope. Yeah, same, dude. They're coming out with the remastered Tales of Symphonia again. I think I saw that. Yeah, I think I saw that. Like how you said again. Once I get back, once I got the little Black Mage juiced Arise became too easy. Oh really? Is Sheila good afternoon? What's up, ma'am? How you doing? Again? Interesting. Oh, wasn't it Skyrim that keeps getting updated every other year or something? I'm trying to think of the other game that gets updated every year. Afternoon? Gotcha. So if you start with the wrong Tales game, you'll get really turned off. That's like me and Monster Hunter. I think I started with the wrong Monster Hunter and I got immediately turned off the entire series. Like, I played Monster Hunter World, and yeah, I couldn't get stuck with it. Guys, I screwed up my ads, I'm sorry. I'm gonna hit a 90-second ad right now to get rid of the ads. I messed up my ads, so let me get it back on schedule after this one. So BRB in 90 seconds, okay guys? I woke up late today because it's a public holiday. Nice! What's the public holiday? Educate me, dude. What's the public holiday? What's the history? Why does it exist? Skyrim was just released $70 on Switch last month. I think that was the one I think I saw. Sports Day? Are you gonna play sports? What sports would you play, Chila? It exists because people don't take PTO. Sure. Is video game a sport? I heard esports was going to be potentially in the Olympics, so yeah. If it's in the Olympics, it's a sport, so... I think POTD Sage... might be my clear. I've died twice up to 130 already, but getting raisins out my butt. That sounds like a problem if you're getting raisins out the butt. When I was a kid, I was alright at baseball. Also, I did a lot of kickboxing in my mid-20s. Kickboxing?! Baseball sounds that's good. You'd like to swing brooms around. Apparently, he was the main character in Oh, Grace's! Grace was the one that Komi was playing. That's her favorite. That's the one that she was playing. Punching shit is so fun, yo. Damn. But not kicking? Not the kicking part? I don't know why I ran up to him, I can just use my range attack. Tiger Festival? When's the Tiger Festival? I should go check the chests. Because I found I could kick pretty high. Damn. You're just one badass human, aren't you? I understand Korea has a national sport, it's pronounced... Is it? Well, their national sports is Taekwondo, so... You're weak. You're weak AF. Actually, gotcha. Wait, so I had fun. That's all that matters. What kind of sports did I do? I did basketball when I was in grade school. I did taekwondo, and I did bowling. I was a pretty average bowler. I was on the varsity high school team, though, so that is nice. I have a varsity jacket and shit for bowling, and I'm proud of that jacket. I actually get to walk around school with a varsity jacket. It was at least not as bad as, like, you know, or not as weird as, like, varsity chess, you know? Or, like, varsity math club. At least bowling had some prestige. I did a little basketball too, cause my grandpa taught basketball as a local. Oh, nice. You know what is bad about basketball for me? I kept jamming my fingers. I hated it. God, it was so annoying, man. Like I was always very, like, a lot smaller than my classmates in grade school. So you had bigger kids that were throwing the ball a lot stronger than I could take it, and that was just like, boom, finger jam. That sucked. My two-handed technique works. Gotcha. I'm unironically a competitive two-handed bowler IRL. My friend, won the state champion. Interesting. I don't judge, dude. Well, you can spin better with two hands, can't you? I mean, it's a lot better to spin the ball with two hands. I think the thing with that, why it's a meme, why it's a very obvious meme, is because that's what, like, you know, people who don't bowl, that's how they bowl, and they look like idiots. I think if you do anything that seems to look dumb, but you actually look like you're skillful at it, who cares, you know? If, like, you get, like, a 200 score doing two-handed bowling, I'm pretty sure that's rather impressive. That's not RNG. Jazz Belmont. It's not through his legs. It looks good. You're not, like, granting it? Well, I mean, through the legs. I mean, if you get 200 through the legs every single ball, I think that's pretty damn impressive, don't you think? Chile, do they have bowling in Japan? Do you guys do drunk bowling with like strobe lights and stuff? Or is that not a thing? I gotta actually care about chess, because I just realized my chests are trash right now. We're going up to 70, by the way, today. 70 is the goal today. Since we started the stream on a duo run. So, like, the day is kind of, like, you know, cut in half, if you will. So we'll do the other half next week. So just a heads up. So today is going to be pretty chill overall. Cosmic bowling. Cool as it is, it's almost impossible to see the lanes. Well, they have the lights, and that's why you use the house balls. You use the house balls so you can see everything go through, and they have all the lights and shit. That's not so bad. I didn't use... Oh, hold on. Good night, Willow! Have a good night, thanks for passing by. Hope you have a wonderful sleep and work and all that stuff. Most places you've been don't illuminate them? Damn. I thought I could survive longer, but I guess not. Ultimortal Moth. Thanks to follow. Oh, I had a witching. Oh, whatever. Hey, Danjay. I think it's more of a family funsy night and not a let me bowl 300 in the dark kind of thing. What are you talking about? What kind of competitor are you? What? That's not the attitude you need to have. Used to be league bowler. I mean, I did varsity, so I was kind of competitive bowling at some point, but I haven't bowled in a long time. You know what also keeps me away from doing it, Quad, is I know the moment I go back to bowling, if I do like 3 games, my forearm will be shot for 2 days. Be dead for 2 days, and I don't look forward to that at all. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, any muscle... What pound do I use? I want to say 12, I think, or something. I mean, any muscle that I don't use for a long time and I put a lot of stress into it, it's just gonna... It just doesn't... It gets very angry with me. World-renowned bowler in Deep Dungeon soloer. True. True. How does Samurai do in Deep Dungeon? Pretty good. Definitely a little bit more personal preference there. The trickier part that you have, Danjay, is blind. Blind is rough because if you start messing with your Sen or you miss Midari, it's a lot of lost damage. That's the only big issue with Samurai. It's overall a good job. I kind of like it. I mentioned GameStop earlier. I ordered a controller from them last week and it's in my door in under 3 hours. There's a lot of shipping weird oddities right now. Southerner. Like, they restocked the Final Fantasy shirts on Uniqlo a month or so ago, and I was missing specifically FF13, but I got a couple other ones that I also didn't get the opportunity to get. And when I ordered it, basically Uniqlo is usually like 2 weeks. They like process it, they're like, yeah, we'll send it in 2 weeks. I'm like, that's fine. I ordered something from them before, it's like 2 weeks, like, not a problem. It came in like 2 days. I'm like, what the hell, dude? It's already here? What the hell? So yeah, there's like some weird stuff with some shipping like recently, like all of a sudden it's all becoming like so like stupid fast. Which is fine, I mean, who's complaining, you know? Better to get your package faster than slower, but... I mean... You know, probably distribution centers. Maybe they already had it in the store or something. I'm sure there's a myriad of reasons, but... This floor is not Fortune, and I'm getting so many chest drops. That's why I managed to get past 2 in 2 days. I guess they're just on top of it now. I'm dead after 6 rounds of the pink ball. Yeah. I used to use a 16, but I always felt that was way too heavy. Went back to John 15. Yeah, I think I'm like a 12, 13, I think, like that. I mean, I'm a much smaller person, so, but I think I'm around there. I don't think I checked this chest. I don't know the answer to that question. Probably like 4 pounds, because it's, you know, for some reason they think people who are not that strong will use pink balls or something. I'm kidding. I'm partially kidding. I feel like that's how they set it up too. I don't know. Alright, time for the Fart Cloud. Let's go. And I gotta remember to play an ad after Fart Cloud. I'll play ad after Fart Cloud. Actually, I might hit the restroom. Might take an opportunity to hit the restroom too. Duh, Far Cloud. Oh, I forgot about Death's design. That's the thing, isn't it? This is what happens when a fart becomes sentient. Yeah. It creates other fart clouds in the distance. Easy game! Okay, cool. Oh, my poetics are capped. Rip. Why is my mouse so slow? What happened? I don't understand what happened. Anyway. Okay, so let's see what song's playing next. That's a good song. Let me stand up, hit the restroom. I'm gonna probably re-up my ice, I think, and then we'll continue. Our goal today is 70, because we started the stream with a collab with Mr. Brian Ricardo, so my schedule's kind of pushed up, so I'm not gonna do the full run today, but it's okay, we'll set up for next week. So BRB, and we'll continue. Thanks, guys. The DPI. Oh, maybe. But it doesn't do anything. I'm hitting the button right now, it doesn't do anything.
Hi, Angela, smile.
Doesn't do anything. Yeah. Yo, what's up, Luna? Luna, how you doing? Thank you for the 20 months of support. It is good to see you, my friend. I hope things are going okay with the health. I gotta check my bindings of my mouse, because honestly, I didn't really check the bindings of what it is. So I'm probably hitting a button that is making it slow. Oh, I am! Oh, I found it! I found it. It's a button on the... Oh god, I gotta change that. So there is, by the way, this is Rocat. This is my Rocat mouse, exclamation point Rocat. It's the mouse that, the company sent me to try out, because clearly they know that I use mouses on this stream. I have two buttons here, on the left and right. If I press those, they increase and decrease the speed. That's what it is. Hey, Tina, what's up? Yeah, totally. Okay, there we go. Cool. Thanks, man. I might try to fix that and get rid of those bindings, because I do not want that. I don't want that. I know it's been a while, dude. Unreal. Been good to know you for that long. Alright, let's step into 41 plus. Again, today's goal is 70, so a little shorter than what you might be used to, but we did start a little later for the run. So today's gonna be nice and chill. I get to hang with you guys. Next week will be a little bit more fun in terms of just overall. We'll do high floors with Brian. We'll do high floors solo. Also, we have another duo, another collab on Friday. We're gonna be doing a collab with Miss Steph of Anime. She is my teammate on Team Drifter. She is probably the one streamer I know that has more energy than like 50 other streamers combined, dude. She has so much energy and positive energy. I've never seen that in a human being. So it's gonna be... I'm gonna tell you something. First, it's gonna be a lot of fun just playing a game with her, because she is a damn good gamer. But oh my god, you're going to see very contrasting personalities. She's very lively, bubbly, very happy. Again, very energetic, and I'm like kind of the exact opposite. I'm just more chill, relaxed. I'm kind of low energy in a good way, you know. So just you know, just more like, you know, just a little bit more, just, you know. So it's gonna be very interesting, but she's a wonderful person, so... She's been wanting to do this duo for a little bit, and she's a very busy gal. She's in TwitchCon right now. She's just literally hopping from convention to convention, because that's kind of what she does. She's big in the Pokemon community. So if you guys are into Pokemon, watching both competitive and the regular Pokemon, she is huge in the Pokemon. As much as she does 14, I'd say she's more Pokemon than 14. So something to keep that in mind. We'll give Miss Steph of Anime a shout out, so you guys can already, you know, give her look-sees if you want to. But she's good people, and I'm proud to be a teammate of hers. It's sometimes exhausting watching. Yes, it is. Yes, it is, Taco. I know exactly what you're talking about. There is one that we were watching, and you know, don't take this the wrong way at all, because I think the man is so funny. I think he is so perfect for what he does with voice acting and stuff. And that's Sebi Webbs. We rated him twice, and every time we raid him, dude, he literally goes into a song and dance for us. And he has all these lights blurring, he's yelling into his microphone, he's like literally so much energy just saying hello to the raiders. And it's so funny, it's so entertaining, but oh my god, dude, like, I am tired watching it. I'm like, oh my god, this tires me. Holy crap, dude. Holy... So, like, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Like, it's not bad. I think it's so brilliant. I think it's so talented. But that vibe is just not my vibe, you know? So, I get it. Yeah, what an entertainer, dude. What a great guy. Yeah, I'm just the exact opposite. But you know what? I found that you guys like it too. And that's what's the coolest thing about it, you know? So, I don't have to feel bad about it at all. You like chill vibes? Hell yeah, Chila. Well, you're a chill gal, so I mean, you know, it kind of lends to that. I enjoy being able to watch someone, then can be hype, and someone I can put in the background. Yeah, I agree. I agree. So not to scare you guys about Miss Steph of anime, you know. I think you look at it just like a neat combo, a neat grouping and a neat teaming of two variants of personalities. I think it's gonna work really well. I've done stuff with Steph before. We've done a couple collabs with the Drifter team. We did some content together. I was with her when I got my DSR clear. So, you know, I know what she's about, and we've done stuff together, so that'll be fine. But I think it'll be an interesting contrast. You don't know what kind of streamer you are? You're the cool kind of streamer, dude. You game hard, you have fun, you make people happy. So, what else? You don't need anything else. There doesn't need to be a definition, dude. That's just what it is. Yep, Friday. Let me check my calendar. Friday, when I usually do variety, that is the time we set it up for. Yep, Friday the 14th. And by the way, she said she is up for doing the whole run. So with Brian, we did half the run. Again, not saying it because it's bad or anything. That's just what we agreed upon. Steph is like, I'm gonna go degen. I'll go to like 3 a.m. I'm like, okay, we'll just do the whole run. Like, it's fine with me. That's what I usually do. So we are doing 21 to 100 on Friday. I might do, so what might happen, depending on my schedule, because I might do something on Sunday morning. I'm still kind of seeing. There's a an IRL. I think it's breast cancer awareness or something. Something. That we might be doing a walk with some of my IRL workplace on a Sunday morning. And if that happens, it's gonna be tough for me to maybe do a stream on Saturday night. But I'd like to maybe do a stream on Saturday night to make up for the variety day. So you might see a stream on Saturday. And I can't do Astro for a bit anyway, so that's one reason why I'm mentioning it. I do Saturday streams because of Astro, but I can't do Astro for like at least 3 weeks. So you said DSR? Oh, did I say DSR? DRS, right? What's Diluvian? DRS. Yeah, Diluvian Savage, my bad. Hey Raven! I'm doing pretty good. We just wrapped up our collab with Mr. Ricardo, Brian Ricardo, the PvP master. And now we're doing our solo run for a little bit, so hope you're doing well. DRS, not DSR. DSR is not fun. What do you mean it's not fun? What are you talking about? Hey, did you know that there's another ultimate coming in like 2 months, Luna? Was it 2-3 months? You're gonna get another ultimate. Are you ready? I'm totally ready, dude. I'm so ready. I know, Zephyrin, I feel so bad because here's the problem. So this week we're going to get back on Red Mage, okay? We're gonna go Red Mage to farm some potions. I am predicting I might need another week, so we might do a Machinist no sustaining asterisk run for week 2, and then week 3. Oh wait a minute. Oh no, even worse. Oh crap. No. This week it's Red Mage. The week after it's Criterion. Because I think the patch is the 18th, right? So Criterion is next week. So probably even worse than that, because I have to do Criterion. And Criterion is dependent on if it's fun. We'll do 3 days of Criterion. And if it holds my attention, I maybe do another week of Criterion, or I'm done in a week. I'm done in 2 days, and we go back to Deep Dungeon. So it could be sooner or later. Yeah, isn't 6.25 October 18th, or am I wrong? The Bad Piggies theme? Alright. Yeah, something is happening to it, yeah. It is the 18th, right? So yeah, next week is Criterion, yeah. Oh, Chile, you want to do stuff for that, right? Are we gonna try to do stuff with the Savage one? You wanna do stuff with that? Give me your... Yo, Chile, give me your schedule. Of if you're free on, like, mornings. And let's try to figure something out. I know, Kyrie wanted to do something. She's not listening, she doesn't care. She doesn't give a shit. Oh. Yeah, Criterion, yeah, Savage. The 4-man Savage one. Feeding the dogs? That's fine. Don't worry about it, I'm just joking. Yeah, because you wanted to do something with it, right? You wanted to do something with the Savage Criterion, and I know Kyrie wants to do something. So, I want to take her in, and then we can probably do something with, you and the husbandu. Okay, cool. Perfect. Guess we know when it's gonna... Yeah, next... well, it's the 18th. It's gonna start the 18th. I just don't know requirements. Like, do we have to beat the first one first, or can we hop into Savage right away, or something like that? So, I don't know those details, but... People share love content coming out a week before I can't sit at this for weeks, so no. Get a Steam Deck, Luna. Play it on your couch or your bed. What if it comes out a week later than Raid? That's fine, it gives me a week then. I'll do it a week later, it's not a big deal. More Hildy? Oh, that's right, more Hildy. We might get the UFO. If we get the UFO as a minion, I'm going to use that instead of my Necromancer. Yeah, I think there are 3 difficulties, Tina. I think there's the 4-man, the solo, and then the Savage version. I think. Well, I'm not sure, though. Hey, guys, I don't have Magicites. I think that's a problem. You guys think it's a problem? I think it's a problem. Use the UFO as a mount? Okay. I might even think about it, using it over, potentially, Ozma for a little bit. I'll take it as a mount. But it's gotta be a minion. You wonder if it'll be linked to Criterion? Maybe. We'll see, I guess. Yeah, I might keep up with Omicron. I like that storyline. That was an interesting storyline. They show the Gathering Tribe mount in the original... What's the Gathering Tribe mount? You can tell me, I don't mind. What is it? Not another level checker, is it? You don't... I guess it wasn't memorable enough for you to care? A jellyfish? A jellyfish thing? What kind of jellyfish thing? Oh. Oh, okay. Space Shelly. Okay. Oh, really? Okay. Interesting that's from Omicron. Huh. Okay, that sounds very interesting to me. Alright, maybe I might get it. Any news on... Nope, not yet, Kojo. Patience. Maybe about a month we'll see something. No, you're looking for the next live letter. The next live letter will definitely talk about it. Once they start talking about 6.3, you'll get info. So whenever the next live letter is, it's probably in a month, November maybe, or end of October. They gotta get 6.25 out first. Once that's out, then we can probably start talking about it. It's shaving night? Good to know. Have a good one. I guess that's me tomorrow. Not that it takes very long. Hey, we got a match site! Hog. Things are looking up, guys. You haven't shaved once? Damn, dude. A long time. You're planning on doing 170 to 180 today. But after 2 DCs had happened, I'm gonna wait a bit. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what's up with that DDoS, because that's very uncommon, and it happened very in quick succession, like in a week, right? Like 2 DDoS in a week. So, yeah, I don't blame you at all. I would honestly chill. Now, for me, I don't care, because it's just content. If I disconnect, it becomes something that you guys get to suffer, maybe even feel better about yourselves, because I disconnected on stream. So I'll take the hit, you know, for people's confidence, but I don't blame you at all. I had in the back of my head today that it might happen during stream. I mean, it could still happen during stream, but... Music, please. Hey, 2 in, let's go. Now things are really looking up. I'm more or less like back on schedule for all the bombs. I wonder if Criterion will be enough to drag me away from Enter Roulette enough to keep me from finishing next one. That's what I'll find out, Taco. I'm going into Criterion immediately, so I will find out for sure. If it's something that can be repeated, you know, if there's something we can be hyped about, so I'll let you know. Isn't there, wait, if there isn't random stuff like in Deep Dungeon or a weekly thing, I do feel like Criterion be done in content 2 weeks. If there is no leaderboard, and I agree, if there's no achievement, leaderboard, something to go back to do. I mean, I know that they're going to be branching paths though. Ross, I think they're branching paths, so there might be a reason to do it, like maybe like 1 or 2, or like maybe 3 or 4 more times to see all the endings or whatever you call it. There might be that, but yeah, no, I mean, I'm with you on that one. Like, for instance, I mean, I talk about this a number of times, the Bozja duels. The Bozja duels were fantastic. I thought they were great, you know? Trying to prog them on stream, trying to figure it out, trying to get into the fights. You know, we get to watch some people do it, although I didn't like that part because I'd rather do the content than watch the content. But once it was done, that's it. I didn't have any more reason to do it. Like, we did it on stream, we had the video, we recorded the video, we uploaded on YouTube, like, I got my content. I had absolutely no reason to come back and do it. I mean, I could have done the other jobs, but, like, for what? Like, no one, like... I think even more so was the fact that, especially Zadnar, the going strategy in Zadnar was a speed kill, you know? People would rather speed kill that thing than run through the mechanics, and that's fair. I mean, it was easier, that's fine. But other than, like, you know, like, there was really no purpose of me hopping into other jobs because everyone's just gonna find the speed kill strat, so... Pretty much one and done, and we move back into Deep Dungeon, that's it. Been 100% warrior so I can solo the entire instance. It's awful. If they do Bozja duels again, I hope they make it accessible as a Blue Mage Arena. Yeah, that's one thing I am crying for as well, Gandalf. Like, and I remember talking about this with a good friend of mine. One of the things I dislike right now about 14, and look, to be fair, this game is an MMO. It's a multiplayer game. It's supposed to do with other people. So trying to put like a solo content as a focus is very odd. But they are looking into making this game a little more a mix of solo and party content. They said that. So that is in the future. But there is no solo content. Exactly, no, Gandalf, I'm with you, I know exactly what you're talking about. There is no solo content in this game, maybe with the exception of Blue Mage Carnival, which you can just hop in at any time, but Blue Mage is in such a weird spot, you know? But there's no solo content in here that you can just hop in at a hard level, right? Like, Palace of the Dead, Behemoth, Godfather. You can't get to those bosses without committing at least 12 hours. I mean, Heaven on High is obviously shorter, but you get my drift. With the Bozja duels, I mean, Zadnar, you have to max out and get some honor before you even can try those duels. And then you have to deal with the RNG and getting into the special fate, winning the special fate, having enough of the, whatever the points are called. I forgot what they're called already. So there's all these, like, all these loops you have to go through just to have access to the fight. You can't just go in like you can with an ultimate and a savage and just queue up. I mean, granted, maybe it's difficult to find 7 other people unless you're in a static, but in essence, you can just queue up to an ultimate whenever you like to. Like, let's say you had 7 people at your disposal 24/7. You can queue up into an ultimate at any point in time. You cannot queue up into the hard solo challenges no matter what you do without putting some type of effort into it, you know? Some type of effort each time you need to go back in. Because yeah, ultimate, you can argue, oh, but there's requirements, you have to beat the savage, but that's a permanent unlock, you know? That's not a temporary unlock. You don't have to run through the whole gauntlet of unlocking it again. You do with Bozja, you do it with Deep Dungeon. So I do hope that, yeah, maybe you get some content that you can hop in, boom, do it right at the difficulty level, right at the very beginning, and that'll be really nice. What kind of bagel? There's only one. What kind of bagel? There's only one answer. You know, I've been getting this whole wheat bagel in a local bagel shop that I have. I'm not really into fancy bagels per se. Like, I kind of just want the simple, as long as it's like fresh and simple. That's fine with me. That's all I care about, you know. Everything bagels are pretty good. Oh, look, excuse Sheila. She's in Japan. She's not gonna get any good bagels compared to what we can get in America. If anything, she'll have like a matcha bagel, which sounds really good. So I don't like raisins too much. I'm not too into raisins personally. She gets plenty of Subway. Gotcha. You're lucky to get bagels at all. Probably has better cream cheese. Are you implying the cows are better over there? What are you implying? I heard about this, I don't know if this is in Japan, Sheila. It might be China, or it might be another Asian country. I think, actually, it is Japan. I don't know the name of it. It was a restaurant where it was focused in on eggs. Every single dish they had an egg in it. And I don't know if that's something you know about. It sounded interesting to me, though. Eggs. Yeah, that's what I said. Lactose intolerant continent? Yep. We'll do a 3-minute ad when we kill the boss, guys. Heads up. Laser grade makes sense. Yeah, it sounds interesting to me. I would totally try it. Are they similar? Yeah? I have no idea what the DSR one looks like. Just found the stream because it popped in the viewers to watch for Ricardo. Heyo! Super intrigued by this one keyboard thing. Do you do all the movement in one hand, or do you forward and back? I will show you in a second. Hey, we were just in, actually we were just doing a duo with Mr. Brian Ricardo early on stream, and if you want to, we're gonna do the second part of that next week, next Sunday, 9 o'clock Eastern. We left our file off at floor 61. Anyway, before I hit the ad, let me explain the keyboard. So, I have my typical movement. Actually, if you look at the bottom right corner, you'll see my keyboard UI. So my typical movement is WASD. Here's my right hand. That's my right hand on the screen. That's my WASD. Here's my left hand. And we have P, open bracket, close bracket, and minus as my camera. So it's almost like a WASD on my right hand on the top part of my keyboard, and the WASD normal. So in combination, that's how we create the movement. I have the spacebar for jumping because it's a requirement of my existence in this game. I must jump. But then that opens up to the full hotbar where you go 1 to 0. So like my left hand being on the left side of the keyboard, I have essentially access to 1 to 6. And then my right side has access to 7 to 0. But you know what's even more trippy? Do you want to know even something further trippy? It's Cancer. Let me see if I can get this positioned here. It might be. Oh no, it's right. I have a keyboard. It's called Kinesis Gaming. Oh, maybe you can't see it. It's a split keyboard. See, I have the keyboard cut in. It's cut in half. So my keyboard is split. So it allows me to have a little bit more control over my left and right hand. So instead of it being like a typical keyboard where it's one-sided, I can like spread them out a lot further, so it gives me a lot more comfort. So I have a split keyboard. Yeah. I like this a lot. This is it's Kinesis Gaming. It was the only one that I saw had good rating. And just simple. And it's great. I actually have the red switches. I used to have green switches on my Razer. I was using a Razer before. And the Razer was loud. And you can look in my old videos and stuff on YouTube, like it's loud. But I didn't have a problem. People actually liked that. It was almost like ASMR for keyboards. But I wanted to try just something a little quieter to see if I liked it. And I actually got used to it. And I kind of like the quieter ones. It doesn't bother me with the response of it in terms of like pressing the buttons, but I like it the way it is now. But red switches keep my marriage alive. Blue switches would lead to divorce. Yeah, I get you on that one. I didn't care. No one cared. I never had a single complaint. I didn't care about it myself, but I'm not gonna lie, I do like the red switches. I think I've grown to like them a lot, especially the way it sounds and stuff. It's not too bad. You still get a little clickety clack, but it's not bad at all. Does it sound like they don't like clickety tactiles? So like there's nothing, but wait. So has there not been a petition to bring back the AS? No. No one said anything. No one's complained. People notice. But no one's really talked too much about it. And I am open to hearing comments and criticism and whatever to that effect. Like when I got my headset, the microphone volume changed, so that had to go through quite a bit of quality of life to see how people liked it. And that's something that I've been having to adjust. So even with the new video I made, so just to plug this because it's new, I made a video comparing the new and the old Crisis Core because I got my hands. I was given an opportunity to try the new demo, the Tokyo Game Show demo of Crisis Core, and I did a comparison of it. But even that video, like my microphone was weird. I had to adjust myself to how I talked, and that video is not as good as I want it to be. I'll fix it on a newer video, but that's stuff like that I had to adjust. I haven't yet, but I wanted to try brown switches. Thanks for the explanation, super cool. Yeah. Well, if you want to stick around, I'm gonna hit an AFK break. I'm gonna step away for 3 minutes because I'll get some ads going. It's cancer, but we got 20 more floors to go, so you'll see me gaming in action when we go in for Deep Dungeon. But yeah, give me about 3 minutes and we'll continue the gameplay and we'll just go through. You're kidding? No, dude, I'll take it seriously, man. If for some reason like people really wanted it, I'll remember it for the future. Maybe I get a new keyboard or something and I'll keep it in mind. So stuff like that it means a lot. If it's a genuine comment, it's not to meme, it's not to poke fun or something like that. If it's just a genuine comment, that it means a lot to me. So okay, so BRB, let's find a song to play. Hype song. So BRB in 3 minutes, guys, and we'll continue. Thanks for watching. Alright. I'll wait 10 seconds and we'll continue. Finish out the ad. Alright. Let me mute the sound. Oh, the music. Oop, that's not how you do that. Okay. Alright. Thank you, Miss Sheila. Alright, let's go. 51 plus. Alright, now I gotta try a little bit harder. That's the exit, right? Hey yo, racing's good. We'll take care of the Naga. Nothing here. How long did it take you to get used to piano setup? I was watching a beginner video for it. So it's interesting. Like, you kind of don't want to think of it as, if you're thinking of it, I might be wrong with making this assumption, but you kind of don't want to think of it as me adjusting into this playstyle. It's almost like I learned how to play an MMO from the beginning like this. You know, it's like almost like how you play a game for the first time. You learn it a certain way, and then you mold yourself into that playstyle. Because I played FF11. FF11, the mouse functionality over there was not great, and I was in college at the time, so I had a laptop, and I was playing on a laptop, and sometimes it just wasn't advantageous to plug in a mouse. Yeah, I was playing in classes sometimes, so playing a game where you were clicking clacketing on a mouse was not fantastic, you know. You know, you don't want the professors to know what you're doing, so I tried to play it on a full keyboard, and I had bound everything that way, and FF11 just had enough to make that happen. And I played that game for like 8 years, and then I hopped over to FF14, and my first order of business was, can I bind my keyboard like I played FF11 for 9 years? And the quick answer was yes, I could. But it took a long time to adjust things, you know, like ground targeting was a thing that I had to learn how to do. But we've eventually figured it out over the years, and we have kind of the, I would say, the final version of things right now, of how I'm playing it. There's really nothing that holds me back. I mean, if I ever play very generic content, like anything in the overworld, like Gathering or something, you'll see me use the mouse occasionally, because like I have to use the mouse for, like, you know, adjusting the map, like some other features that it's way better for me just to click it than to actually traverse through the keyboard. So I'm not like completely, you know, against the mouse for this game. It's just most of the game, like most of the battle content, I'll do on a full keyboard, because it just works out for me really well. Makes more sense. That's what I did. WoW played for years, just rebound everything to WoW. Yeah. No, so that means that sounds like it's Kenster. You're probably a standard gamer, right? Unless you converted over to Legacy, but I'm almost certain that you played this game initially on Standard, because that's how WoW played, right? I didn't play WoW, but that's, I think, how they played, so... But I know a lot of people got converted into Legacy with this game. I sometimes play with two hands, but that's when I AoE with Samurai, so I can't figure out why sometimes my 80 will spin the entirety of my existence. What triggers it and how to... Your A and D will spin. Is that strafing? I'm not sure. Are you playing on standard? Hey Maxi, I'll read your comment in a second. You like usually 80 with turning 2. Maybe that's why. I mean, I deleted strafing. I cannot strafe in this game because I literally don't have it bound. I deemed it unnecessary. Did I wind up getting... Nope, I did not. We got to floor 195. Thank you for asking, Maxibon. And unfortunately, you're probably not going to see Ashtar for like 3 or 4 weeks, like a month. Because the problem is, first, I'm out of potions, so I have to farm. So this week, we're going back on Redmage to farm potions. And then next week is 6.25, and I'm hitting Criterion. We're going to check out the solo Criterion, maybe the Savage one. So it's like, you know, it's kind of like I got priorities, and that's already 2 weeks gone, so that puts me into week 3, and it depends on what kind of my potions look like, so it's a whole thing. So we'll see. When I get back to it, I will get back to it, like no doubt, we're gonna get Astro. It's just, I'm running out of time, because I would really like to finish Astro before the next Deep Dungeon comes in, and I'm running out of time. I'm a little concerned by that, but we'll worry about that when we get there. I always done turn, hitting ASD makes me backpedal. Like running in loops like a madman. Huh. I gotta probably check out the key bindings, Todd. I can't really register it in my brain why that's happening. But it's probably bound to something else, maybe that's the reason. But I deleted strafing 2, and it bit me in the ass in DSR. LMAO. I had to do a lot of stuff to make up for it. I think you need strafing for, like, some line stuff, right? I can totally see that. The thing that bugs me is that even in Legacy, a strafe doesn't point your character to the side. The inconsistency has screwed me on gate. Oh, I see. Yeah, that's right, because you're still facing forward, right? On the strafe. Sight. I also got rid of strafing almost immediately. I feel like I never needed it. Yeah, I never needed it. And what happened to me, Ross, was that I would accidentally hit it sometimes. So that caused a big problem. I just got rid of it because I didn't want to hit it by accident. Because I used a lot of alt and shift, and those are what was bound to strafe Ridge for me. Okay. You never had a problem dodging gazes? That's what that's why I use thing in simple tweaks to let me run straight left without rotating the camera. Oh, is that third-party stuff, Jason? Gotcha. Solo party? Okay. Q and E are abilities on your hotbar, what? I don't use an MMO mouse. I don't use an MMO mouse either, Todd. We have something in common, finally. Jesus, dude, it took so long. I know, I'm kidding. All of you probably have Q and E as an ability. I don't. Q and E for me is targeting, but I don't use. I use my 1 to 0 for abilities. Yo, Ro no. Thanks for follow. Welcome in. How'd you feel about classic mode in Deep Dungeon where you played previous expansion versions of Job? It's gotta go both ways, Victor Hades. Not only would I want to play the previous versions of Jobs in Deep Dungeon, I want to play the Deep Dungeon when it was the previous version, right? So I want to go back to Heavensward Palace of the Dead with Heavensward healers, not like, you know, not Endwalker Palace of the Dead with Heavensward healers, like you know what I mean? I want to get like the full authentic experience, if you will. I move with word. Derp, I'm tired, it's late. Word. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so E would be forward and D is backwards. Interesting. I have no healing, I just realized. Ring finger, probably, which is different from how most people do it. Yeah. It's almost like putting your five fingers on the keyboard, kind of. I'm like playing around with my positioning on my keyboard with the hand. That's just so weird. Yeah, my shift is pinky. My thumb, oh, my thumb is. Oh no, you know what it is for me, Sheila? My left pinky is on shift. My right thumb is on alt, and my left thumb is on jump. So anytime I do alt, it's on my right hand, not my left hand. Index finger on A, ring finger on D. So you're a pinky on A gamer? Is that what that is? Your left thumb goes between jump and alt. My right thumb too busy pressing MMO. Oh yeah, because you guys use something called a mouse. That's right. A little silly. Thanks for the follow. Welcome in. Play with your right hand on the keyboard? Same, dude. Your right hand is small smudge. You know what they say about small hands? I don't know what they say about small hands. I'm kidding. Yeah, short fingers, yeah. What am I implying? Dude, I don't even know what I'm implying. I just said it just because I was joking. Fortune. What? Oh, I thought there was something behind me. Holy moly. Yeah, but pinned is Hugh Jackman. Of course they're big, dude. He's a big man. Hugh Jackman's big, dude. How do you think he can play Wolverine? He needs big ass hands to play Wolverine, dude. Like, that makes sense to me. What is this chest? No one knows, because I didn't check it. Wait, where is it? Oh, it's because it dropped. Wolverine's actually quite short because his skeleton's so heavy. But Hugh Jackman is not short, right? Like, he's actually pretty big. Like, I know, like, the OG Wolverine is kind of small. I remember when I played him in Marvel vs. Capcom. He was like a lot smaller than all the other characters. What's up, Ren? What are my hopes and fears for the new D dungeon? My fear is that it doesn't show up in 6.3. My hopes is that it shows up in 6.3. There. There's my hopes and fears. Well, I hope we're gonna get more mechanical bosses. Like, you know what I really hope for, Ren? I want them to look at this community of soloers and realize that we want to be challenged so hardcore that they give us a challenge. Like, you know what I would love? as kind of a product that they give us is like, if you've ever seen how Astro is in Deep Dungeon, if you've caught any of my runs or you watch any of the gamers doing Astro, I want to walk in on like Warrior and Gunbreaker and feel like the next Deep Dungeon is as hard as doing it on Astro and Palace. Like, that's how hard I want this damn thing to be, you know? Maybe not that hard, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I want it to be like really respectably difficult. Like, I want the bosses to kick my ass, you know? I want to have to like make these like sick plays just to get through. Like, I want it to be really hard. Like, I would be actually upset if I go into next Deep Dungeon and I one-shot it. You know? Like, we one-shot Reaper in Heaven on High on early access. Now, I wasn't upset by that, because I mean, we used all the Heaven on High knowledge I had. I mean, it kind of was a testament to like how easy the job was to pick up. Of course, the Master's a different story, but we were able to pick up Reaper real fast. But man, like, if I can just hop into next Deep Dungeon and clear right away, I'm not gonna be very happy with that. What the hell? Why is this floor so big? You want interesting bosses? Case I know, I want interesting bosses too. You want to take 6 months to clear? Yeah, I want to take a long time to clear. As much as that sounds weird, I do want to. Yeah, Chila's gonna one-shot it, so we gotta hope that, like, you know, the rest of us don't. Okay. You'd like to add a quest line? I want the Neat Dungeon to have accelerator bombs with AI and NPCs that occasionally fuck up. There's a flat percentage chance you lose for no reason. That sounds like Menelaus in Zadnar. That's like exactly like Menelaus. You know, like, do you know that in Menelaus, the solo fight, the one after the Fenrir boss, that there is a potential chance that Accelerator Bomb just doesn't function as it's supposed to and explodes anyway? I think it was something like, if Accelerator Bomb was about to finish the timer, and the boss auto attacks you at the same time, it still triggers it, which is like basically RNG. So that was fun. Let me tell you, that was fun and dumb. That's why I hate that fight. It's mechanically the most interesting, but it's also mechanically the most irritating. I want to still be going for the clear on your deathbed. Okay. Now, did you want to clear before you go, or like you just want someone to take up your legacy or something? I'd much rather lose because I fuck. Oh no, yeah. No, it's cancer, absolutely. I want everything to be in my hands, you know, I want to lose because it's me, not because it's something else I couldn't control. 100% Sig like that? Damn, you must know Sig pretty well, Gila. He's become predictable to you. How many floors do you want there? 100. 100 is definitely a sweet spot for numbers. I mean, I'll take an odd number, you know, 90, 110. I mean, an odd number will be fine. If it's the joking amount of 300, look, I'm gonna play it. Like, I'm not gonna go, like, you know, conduct a riot or something. You know, it's like, you know, hey guys, the next Deep Dungeon has been announced 300. I propose a strike. I propose that we all stop doing Deep Dungeon and yell at Yoshi P. You know, all 20 of us, we should all stop doing Deep Dungeon. Like that's not gonna happen. Like, I'm gonna deal with it, you know? It's fine, not a big deal. It'll make for a good show, that's for sure. Honestly, the more and more likely for something to be more difficult to stream, the better, you know? So I get to keep my niche, if you will. You don't really want to do 300 floors? Yeah, can you imagine, Sheila? How long will it take you to complete one run? Oh my god. I can't even think about how that's gonna happen. I would have liked an endless mode. I just don't know how the hell they're gonna implement it. That's a problem. That's my biggest thing. Is like, how the hell would you implement an endless mode? It takes you. It's already taking me forever to do to it. I know. That's what I'm saying. Time's out. No. Yeah. Timeout at DC. DC on floor 300 as you're walking down or walking up or something. You know what's one that I actually just talking about a couple times was, amongst anything else, okay, someone mentioned about quest lines and stuff. You know what I would be so thrilled about? Let's leave difficulty out of it, let's leave all those other details. Imagine that the new Deep Dungeon comes out, and, you know, people in light parties are gonna beat in, like, day one, it's fine, you know, people are gonna watch those streams. And then, you know, we're hopping into here, and, like, you know, let's say Miracle of Miracle will, like, twitch first into the last floor, and everyone's in the chat, they're like, you know, GG, good job, you did it, all that stuff. But then as you're about to hit the victory, some special event kicks in, like a special boss or something, that you can only see because you're solo. That would be sick, you know? Something like that only a solo runner gets to see. I think that'll be amazing to me. Special fight, special instant, I don't know, whatever it is. That you just don't experience on a light party. I think that'll be awesome, in my opinion. I would love that. POTD bench comes alive. You know, like, the shrine and the bench are like big enough for an arena. Like, they're sizable for like an arena, so I mean, that'd be kind of cool. Like, that would be a nice shout out and respect to like the solo runners, you know? Here's this thing that not only do you get this special title, you get to have this special experience too. I would love that. I wonder how they make it more difficult with solo runners without just making the bosses harder. Yeah, that's true. Boss mechanics, so on, so forth. I mean, you know what's a flip way of doing it, Omniross? Here's something I thought about. So, you know how between the two deep dungeons, and veterans will know this, we say Heaven on High, the enemies are harder, Palace of the Dead, the enemies are easier? Well, what if they actually go backwards, and they make part of the new deep dungeon where the enemies are even easier than Palace, but they make the enemies a little bit more mechanically difficult, so maybe the telegraphs are as bad as Heaven on High, and they make you forcibly have to fight more than one enemy at a time, you know? So, like, you have to dodge two mechanics all at the same time in order to kill certain enemies. Like, you can't actually kill an enemy unless you're fighting it twice, unless you have it both aggroed, or kill it within a space of, like, you know, a small period of time. Because, like, in Heaven on High specifically, having to deal with two things at once is like, literally, like headache-inducing situation, right? Double Chimera, double whatever. It's so much harder dealing with two things in once. So imagine having to deal with two random enemies doing things at different intervals. Like, I think that'll be an interesting challenge. I also like that there's a lot more mobs in Heaven on High. I feel like mobs are simpler in Palace for most. They are simpler, yeah. Except the fact that they enrage, right? Like, that's the thing that kind of adds into that the enemies are simple, but some of them enrage, and that kind of makes it more complicated. So there's like a rush to kill them because you know that they're just gonna obliterate you. Would be new mechanics to implement? Yeah, so I mean, that would be interesting to put in, yeah. I always like the idea of making mobs fights mechanically harder and longer, but reducing number of kills needed to open the exit. Okay, that would be the other polar opposite of what I said, right? So instead of making the enemies easier, but then making it such that you need to fight more of them, you would then make them just really hard as an encounter, like almost mini bosses each time. Dude, I'll take either one, or a mix of it, you know? I'll take a mix. I'm still missing a Magicite. I'm gonna put Seal here. Steel, Fortune, Strength. Yeah, I'll just go. I like high boss difficulty if it wasn't like a choreography game like Savage, more like multi-pulling late heaven on high. I can understand that, but I think Deep Dungeon kind of gives you both, right? I think you do get the floors provide the challenge of getting through the floors, and the boss is there to kind of be like the standard Final Fantasy XIV experience, if you will. Like, I think having the variety, I think you want both. I think you want the multi-pulling, but on top of that, you want the choreography. Like, you wouldn't want one or the other, if that makes sense. If anything, maybe even more mechanical stuff, like more stuff that will ask you to do more things, right? Some people joked about a jump puzzle, but honestly, different objectives, you know, akin to like Nizal Isle in FF11 might be interesting. Where you go into a floor, it isn't just kill all the enemies. I think that will definitely give a lot of life to Deep Dungeon. That maybe, like, in Nizal Isle, which was kind of like the similar idea of Deep Dungeon in FF11, you had a variety of objectives. You had kill a specific enemy, you had kill a mini-boss, you had kill all the enemies, you had lamps that you had to activate. So, like, you would just walk up to a lamp and activate it, but sometimes there's enemies around it, so you have to kill the enemy. So it lended to fighting, but in essence, it all kind of averaged out to a certain time that it would let you out the floor. That'd be kind of cool to give it some variety. Do you plan on going to floor 100 or until you want to stop? Today, we are going to 70. We did a collab with Mr. Brian Ricardo earlier on a stream, and that took about an hour and a half. So it kind of already cut in that time that I usually spend doing Deep Dungeon. So we're going to stop at about 70, and we're going to resume it next week, because next week we're going to resume our duo collab with Brian. So it'll kind of work out that way. Like, we do this part, that part, so it's over. So we're going to get to about 70 today, and then we'll call it for today, for the night. So we got about 12 floors till then. I want a shop in Deep Dungeon only currency that resets in between in-depth floors. As long as there's nothing broken. Some guys are talking about maybe putting in the logogram system or the lost action system in Deep Dungeon. And my only thought is, like, I mean, that's great as long as it's not broken. Like, as long as you don't break the game doing it, you know? And make it too easy. I feel a lot of Savage and Ultimate mechanics are only hard because you have to do them to 7 other people. I mean, that's fair. Because a lot of the current mechanics, Ross, are like, you know, everyone has to pass the goal. And if one person doesn't, the entire party wipes. I mean, look, I think Boja duels were a good example of solo encounters, right? I mean, could it be even harder? I think it could be even harder, but I think starting with Boja duels as a base foundation for some harder solo fights is a really good start. I think, you know, start there, let us get used to it in a repetitive fashion, and then maybe think about doing it even harder. Like, at least test the solo runners, how they will do with bosses that hard. You know what I'm saying? And I think that'll be a good way to experiment that way. Wait, let's check this one. I can't speak for Ultimate, but the difficulty Savage is learning the song and dance. Once you've gotten the pattern down, it's just execution. Well, you're right, but then the difficulty with something like Ultimate, and I think even some of Savage, right? Especially like P4, P8, you need the party to cooperate. If the party doesn't all do the mechanic, then you're kind of screwed. Like, you can be perfect, You can be the person who never makes a mistake, but it doesn't matter because your buddy needs to also be pretty perfect himself. And that's where kind of that difficulty comes in with the teamwork. I mean, there is one thing that I thought would be interesting as a mechanic, and my thought process goes to the codex that you get in T. And look at, I'm gonna start talking like I know T or something. But I know in the final phase of T, you need to get the codex so you can see into the future, if you will, of how people are supposed to resolve the mechanics. But I think that'll be a nice way to implement something in solo where you have, you know, phantom party members that are doing mechanics and you need to figure out which one you're supposed to resolve. Like, that'll be a nice way to introduce those party mechanics. Now, you know, still, like, your phantom members will... They shouldn't fail the mechanics. Like, that would be really awkward if just, like, RNG, like, you know, your Lalafell buddy, your Lalafell phantom buddy just happens to, like, trip and die, you know? Just fails the mechanic, like, oops. Like, it would be randomized where you have 8 parts to the mechanic, but it isn't always the same part that you need to resolve, you know? Maybe you have a tank, healer, DPS portion, and you need to figure out which one you are at that given point by watching what your party members are doing. I think that would be kind of cool. I would love to see NPCs trolling us. Trolls us and make us do the wrong things intentionally. You mean like Estinian? Isn't that Estinian in for the trust system? Isn't Estinian the one guy who doesn't respect mechanics in the NPCs? Like, he's actually designed that he will disrespect mechanics, and you're supposed to follow your Stola because your Stola is the one that always respects mechanics. Like, that'd be cool if you get that kind of AI, where like you have 7 people in that phantom party that they will resolve the mechanic. But you have one person who's going to get there, like, 10 seconds earlier, and then you have the other guy who's gonna get there, like, you know, the final pixel or something. And so, like, if you're trying to determine which one you need to follow and which one needs to do their proper thing... Like, imagine this. Imagine you get, like, a Dragoon, Estinian-like, where you get a Reaper as a phantom buddy that you need to watch. And they use their teleport to get to a mechanic. Like, they stand in the exact wrong position, but they do a teleport move to get where they're supposed to be at the last precise moment. And there could be either point A or point B, you know? Like, that'd be kind of hilariously funny and also crazy. But something to that effect where if you just are watching the wrong person, or if you kind of don't know what you're supposed to do and you are relying on the phantoms to tell it what it is, you're not gonna resolve the mechanic. They gave Estinian the true melee DPS spirit and made him greed. Yeah, that's actually how they coded it. Yeah, he greeds at first and respects mechanics more later on. Oh, is that what it is? Oh, okay. I've had Alize grief stack markers on her by Gakpa. That sounds badass, dude. You shit like Dalmeg, second boss tethers, NPC randomly slipping through that warning. You know what I love is the stack markers for the NPCs when they're like, yeah, let's just, you know what, guys, let's just stand over here. It's like, but I'm over here. They're like, no, we're gonna stand over here. Even though we don't have a stack marker, I need you to stand over here. Isaac eats her butter. I mean, you know. She won't raise him, really? Oh my god, that sounds hilarious. Do they have like a text going on about it? Like, do they talk about it? Dude, I love how there's so much intricacy in the AIs that they put in. You know, I mean, that shows you like what kind of ability they do with the AIs, like how they have it set up. That's really cool. The trust system and all that. It makes me want to try the older dungeons they just updated, but I haven't yet. Oh, with the trust NPCs? Yeah, I'm good. I mean, I'd do trust, but I think I would be more Like, they don't have a leveling system, right? The new trusts are just there for party stuff. If there was maybe a leveling system, I'd care a little bit more, but if it's just for, like, literally the aesthetic of the thing, I don't think I'd really dedicate time to do it. Oh, we're at 59, I just realized it. Wait, you dropped the chest. Ooh, okay. Well, except for the Magicite, I'm pretty good. Got a 3 of everything. I didn't do trust with every combination C interaction, I like how they did. Yeah, Katissa's trusts were fantastic. Yeah, you had to see what they say to each other. Trusts gradually go from novice to captain. The trusts gradually go from novice to captain. These Grand Academy. Oh, interesting. Okay, cool. Other trusts a little. I leveled them in Shadowbringers, but I didn't level them in Endwalker. I just couldn't really do it. I tried, but yeah, I didn't get too motivated to continue that quest. I think, like, I have them all, like, maybe 63 or 64. Or 80, 73, 74, something like that. You always 7 down a lot? Okay. They nerfed the required XP level from the later on expansion. Yeah, so when I did the Shadowbringers, trusts, I leveled them to 80? I leveled them to 80 before they upgraded the XP. And, like, literally 2 weeks later, after I got them all capped out, they're like, hey, we're gonna make it easier for you guys to XP. I'm like, great, thanks for making that happen after I already did this thing. And I leveled, like, 4 jobs to 80 because I was doing that process of leveling the trust. I actually got 4 jobs at 80 simply off trusts. It was crazy. I think it was literally 2 times the speed now, so, but whatever. I had fun doing it, that's all that's important. My steel is down, so I need to pay attention a little bit on damage. Okay. Oh, death sign is down. Hey, Lunar. Are DPS easier than tanks? That's gonna be to each their own. I think you were talking heaven on high. I mean, I guess it depends on the DPS, but tanks will still be very good in general. I think general consensus is tanks is superior because not only do they have respectable damage, but obviously they're durable. But DPS is playstyle, you know? Your defense is obviously lower, but you pack way more of a punch, so you gotta find your balance as to how to survive. Alright, almost there. When I do one more ad at the end of this boss fight, just gonna hit 3 minutes, gonna stand up, just to the restroom, and then we'll do the last 10. We're gonna stop at 70 today, because we started today doing collab stream with Brian Ricardo, and it basically, you know, it pushed my stream a little bit forward, past what we usually do. So we'll just do this, we'll do like the first half, if you will, right now, and then we'll do the next half next week. It will be a fun day next week. We're gonna have 61 to 100 duo, and then 71 to 100, assuming I get there on the solo. Absolute Paradox says I got all the TT cards on FFT because besides 2, then they announced stuff. They buffed it. Oh, rip, dude. It's okay. You can do that meme about how it was harder back then. You know, it was harder at this point in time, and that sucks. Alright. That is floor 60. So we got 10 more to go. 61 plus, but I'll hit a rest break and we'll finish out the last 10. So thank you guys for watching. Appreciate you all. I'll be back in 3 minutes and we shall continue the last 10. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see what song's playing next. Yo, Crisis Core. Yo, we got the new Crisis Core. And I want to keep plugging this video. But I was very fortunate to be able to try out the demo, the Tokyo Game Show demo of the brand new Crisis Core Reunion. And I tried it Saturday in New York City. They invited us over to try the games out. And I was able to get my own footage. I was able to record my gameplay. And I made a video comparing the new one. And I replayed the old one up to a certain point when I got home, because I still have the old original. And so I did some direct comparisons of the gameplay with my own footage. So if you want to check that out while I'm out, or you want to check that out whenever, and it might give you guys a good impression of what the new Crisis Core is looking and how it compares to the one back in 2007. So, but in the meantime, BRB, and we'll continue in 3 minutes, guys. Alright guys, let's finish this out for the night. Title is set, 61 plus. Gonna kicking some, never mind, guess I'm not gonna use some FC buffs today. There's no pause, Mom. Hey, thanks for the 11 months! Oh my gosh, I almost remember when you first popped into the stream too. I can't believe it, a year already? Thank you for that continued support, I appreciate that. Alright guys, let's go in. Last 10 floors for the night. Let's get it out of here. with a bang. Hopefully I can pick up my third Magicite, which we're missing, but... Yo, Daniel, thanks for the 2 months. I appreciate that. Thank you for supporting the stream. Clean. Was getting Necro back then? Hell yeah, dude. Much appreciated, that's for sure. Not been typing much, but hey, no need to apologize, dude. I am a champion lurker over here. I lurk in so many streams, but I don't talk in any of them. So I vibe with that. I understand that completely. But it is much appreciated when you do. I'm very thankful for that, and thank you for supporting as well. Okay, now it's time we buff. So I like to get through as much as I can, and when we get to the Onryu's out, we'll just start, like, nuking them because they're gonna kill me, literally. So, you know, I don't like to die, especially with the amount of work we put in. We're doing this not to get the pox. One day I'll find time to do Deep Dungeon again. Maybe after I kill P8s. Fun to see Heaven on High again. Hell yeah, you know, I gotta say, Bara, I am very happy that I'm able to maintain doing Heaven on High at least once a week. You know, it breaks up the monotony of doing palettes over and over and over, and just keeps it really fresh for me. You know, I've been so grateful that I've been able to do this content for so long, and I've never felt the burnt out. But I do a lot of things to mitigate a burnout, you know? I swap jobs a lot. We go Palace to Heaven on High. We go from, you know, doing a live tutorial to the regular clear. Sometimes we do a score run. So it kind of keeps it pretty fresh in terms of what I'm trying to hunt down, what the goals are. And I think that's kind of nice. That's kind of cool to keep things such I can keep having fun. I mean, if I did like Red Mage for like, you know, if I did Red Mage for 5 months in a row and we won for like 5 months in a row, I mean, that would get kind of boring, you know? So. Oh, yeah, the drop in the middle. Is leveling materia still the same for Crisis Core Remake? Yes, it is. It is. From what I can see and what I could understand, Absolute Paradox, I am not 100% well versed in how the mechanics of old Crisis Core. I had not played that game literally since like 2008. I didn't touch that game since then, when I was in college. But what I can remember is that you did, the materias had like, and this was your level 2, right? You got like a general amount of experience points, and then at some point you basically just wait for the slot machine to hit like 777 to give you the level or something like that, or whatever the level thing is. So you do level the materia after X amount of use, I think, and then hold on. Crap. You level it after X amount of use, and then once you get the matching, the appropriate matching number, it'll then trigger the XP level. So I don't know if it showed up on the video that I had, but I think I did level a couple materia in the demo, so it was kind of that, like that. then meld and do it all over again. Yeah, that part I don't know, and the reason I don't know that is because I mean I only was able to touch so much of the demo, so that I don't know. I want to think a lot of the OG mechanics are still there. I mean the thing that oh, I'm actually gonna take this for time and everything. The thing that what the hell was I gonna say? I don't even know what I was gonna say. Oh, the thing that was a big change, at least with the UI, aside from the buttons being different and the way you hit your attacks and stuff, is that the items are also in such a good spot. Like the items are stackable. You don't have to set them up in a weird way. Yo, what's up, Todd? I like that. I like the hungry emote. Yo, thanks for the 13 months, Todd. I mean, we've known each other for a long time, so much longer than that. But thank you for having the sub for that long. So, guys, it's Todd. You know Todd. You should know Todd. How are you, man? How are things? How's the Sunday? Today's Sunday. How's Sunday treating you? Dude, I don't know. Dude, I've been like weirdly like fatigued and tired getting out of this cold. I'm like thrown off, but hope you're well. Take it easy. Baked an apple crisp? That sounds good. You know, when I was in so I was on vacation and we went to one of the places we went to was Vienna, and they were known for their apple strudel, and that was good. I had a really good apple strudel. Made me think of that apple crisp. Nice. It was had a big bowl of some ice cream. Ah, yeah, ice cream. Those type of desserts with ice cream is sick. Todd, am I gonna see you am I gonna see you in FanFest, dude? I feel like all the drifters are gonna make their way over there. Be nice to hang with you for a bit. Hell yeah, let's go, man. I only see last time I was in FanFest. I don't know if you went to the last one in 2018. But I was pretty much just like hanging with like the PvP dudes because I was in that community for a while. But now like I know so many more people since then. So really excited to just try to meet like everyone that I can. But we gotta meet, dude. I gotta see you in person. Got fortunate I got to meet Rin in person in the city on Saturday. That was cool to meet Rin. So I enjoyed that. Will be there? Perfect. I didn't want this one. Yeah, no, not Comic-Con. So in this city, we got invited by Square Enix guys to do demos of some Square Enix games. Crisis Core, Forspoken, and Dragon Quest Treasures. But it was theoretically in conjunction with Comic-Con. So like they just do an off-site event with it. And it was a lot of fun. Got to try those games out, so... There's so much shit happening in... There's so much shit happening in New York, like, any given day of the week. You know? There's always something in the city. Baseball game, a football game. Well, the baseball game's done now. They lost, so there's that. Rip the Mets. Wait, the chest is here. I'm gonna aggro if I get this. My Mets fan? I'm in the tri-state area, so like you keep track of the sports, you know. I'd say I'm more Yankees than Mets, but I would have cheered on the Mets, dude. I don't have anything against the Mets, I just watch more Yankees. They were doing real good this year. So it's real unfortunate they lost. God damn it. I think I can make it. You didn't know you won a bet? Oh, were you betting that the Yankees... I'm sorry, the Mets would lose today? My little sister used to go to the Jose Reyes place and with his... Oh, nice! Oh, crap. Hold on. Oh, wait, actually, hold on. Oh, yeah, I'm in purity here. You're fans of the swipe. That's interesting. Damn, nice. That's nice. Your Yankee suit, Todd? Hell yeah. To be fair, my mom is more the baseball fan. Oh shit. Well, my mom's really more the baseball fan, but I have nothing against it. I work with a Mets fan who is very loud. Couldn't resist. sounds like a typical New Yorker to me. Was more invested in the Mariners game. That's fair. They're doing pretty good. What is this chest? I don't remember. Did I even check it? Stay tuned. Oh crap! Oh, it's raising. Raising. I don't think I survived this encounter. Well, actually, I could. Hold on. I didn't make it. Oh my god, dude, why am I being dumb? Hold on. Tuned in when it was 1 to 8, and then they're like, yeah, You live in Atlanta. Got to go to a lot of Braves games, but I just enjoy the experience. I haven't been to a live baseball game in a long time. I mean, to be fair, like, it was before the pandemic, so I haven't been since then, but... I like the idea of baseball more than the game itself. No, not gonna lie. Okay. Yeah, this is like a crappy floor. I handled this very badly. I enjoy the Mariners by eating dinner and occasionally looking at TV. Couldn't imagine watching a baseball game non-stop. It's primary thing. I mean, baseball does lend a lot to like it being like a radio sport. You know, like having it on as background sound. You listen to the sound effects and the play-by-play and stuff. I think I'm definitely more in that route. I mean, the atmosphere of doing it with all the people, I guess, is good, but I definitely enjoy baseball more if it's on, like, you know, the background. Big Dummy, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. Drink beer, eat stadium food. Well, I mean, the problem with, like, going to Yankee Stadium is that it's expensive as hell, you know? That's the bit of a problem there. But I think depending on the ballpark you go, it's pretty respectable. Wait, I think this is a dead end. Yeah. Again, just a heads up, this is my last set. We are going to be stopping at 70 today, because of the way the schedule worked out. So we're going to wrap up with this set. I mean, I don't know. The Yankees are super annoying to arrive at for me. Gotta either drive into the Bronx or like take the L. Yeah, in the pen to ride, then ride before the Bronx. Yeah, gotcha. Just by LaGuardia, yeah. Super easy. Yeah, I get you. I get you. Well, the food in City Field, I have actually not been to City Field, but from my understanding, the food over there is pretty damn good. Like, you have a lot of great options over there now. City's great. A lot of reasons. I gotta go. Might have to deal with that Henri if I go that way, so I guess we'll go back. I think it locked. Look, the Hudson down, lane down. bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. Good morning, Par. How you doing? Just woke up? You just woke up and I'm planning to go to sleep soon. I guess it works out. Such is life. You know, Llama Todd passed by the way. I don't know if he's still listening, but I saw that he was playing some Dome Keeper also. We're gonna play Dome Keeper tomorrow. I did like that game a lot. Todd, how'd you feel about Dome Keeper? I was like, you're playing Dome Keeper? Dome Keeper's great. I have, my goal there is to beat it on the highest difficulty for like a majority of the maps. That's my goal. And then once I do that, I'll move on. But I'm having a lot of fun with that game. Yeah, we're gonna play it tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern. Tomorrow, in about 14 hours, we're gonna play that game. So if you want to check about what it is, it's a fun game. I like it. Did I play? No. I think that's the only game I've played from that publisher. I'm pretty sure it is because I'm still like being able to open myself up to more games and stuff in general. So it's on my journey to try more games. You really like Kingdom? I'll keep that in mind. I know I never tried them, but I was really happy with this one. They made this one really good. We should play it. I heard about Plate Up. Is that the one where like you're just basically getting food and putting it on like the table and stuff? I think I watched that might have been the game I watched Zuon, Alchemy, and Umbra play. I think they were playing that as a three-lady co-op. I think that was the one. Oh crap! That was the one I was checking out. It looked interesting. It looked funny. Chat interaction, big bonus too. Okay, hey look, I'm a free agent, Todd. Until like that next deep dungeon rolls around, dude, I'm like a free agent, so you wanna do something? I'm game. I don't mind. Just once that new deep dungeon rolls around, I'm gonna be, you know, I mean I'm already in my man cave, but I'm gonna lock the man cave. I'm gonna put a lock and key into it, so occasionally I tend to step out of the man cave. Yeah, we just did a collab with Brian Ricardo early in the day. We're gonna have one with Steph of Anime on Friday, and we'll do part 2 with Brian Ricardo next week. So like we're you know, I'm like yeah. Okay, let's do it. I don't mind. The other one was a raising, I think. Cherry when? We can do a duo. You wanna do a duo, Todd? Like I said, I'm a free agent, dude. Steel. Oh, that Steel came out. Phasmo! Dude, I don't know, man. I don't play Phasmo, though. I know she does. I know she does, dude. She has... So, Sheila on her stream has... She does... Actually, are you doing it, like, later? In, like, basically, like, 7 hours from now? She does a segment called Spooky Mondays. And from my understanding, they try to find every game that actually isn't scary, but they still call it Spooky I don't know why they call it Spooky Mondays, but they play like every game that isn't actually spooky. But I think that's where they play Phasmo. What is Phasmo? You're like ghost hunters. You're basically ghost hunters, and you have to figure out what ghost is in the house. That's Phasmophobia. Like, that's Phasmophobia in a nutshell. You talk to the microphone, you're like, hey, like, I'm this person, like, do you want to talk? And, like, they, like, yell at you and, like, they strangle you and stuff. If you don't do it right, so... So it's Scooby-Doo. Yeah, except the people die, but you know that's a personal problem. AKA sleeping during the stream. Poor Sig. You know, at least you keep the tab open, Sig. That's what's important. Oh, I'm also not awake that early. Like, you know, the real, like, no joke. The unfortunate part about Sheila's Monday stream is by the time I wake up, she's done with the co-ops. I'm like, damn, dude, I didn't even get to watch anything. Feels bad. Safety, fortune. Might play a bit. No, don't worry about it, dude. Like, it depends. Like, today I was up early, but I had to take my naps and stuff because I'm an old person. Let's do this. Let's do this. You need to go to Japan class every day at 9 AM, but isn't that Sheila's stream? She's, like, literally Japan class. Sheila yells at you in Japanese whenever I mess up. Does she say your full name too, Daraban? Delicious Daraban in Japanese. Very educational. I've been refreshing Aether PF for how many hours? Is that fun? I've never done that. I've never done that activity before. Is that fun? Oops, I did do Death's Design. Oh, broccoli, what, dude? Yo, Reaper is just too strong, dude. Come on, Reaper is just too strong. Oh, well. You got problems. Boop, 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 boop. Don't kill me, bro. Oops, wrong button. Alright, we made it. No problem. We can do two at a time. No problem. It's just Reaper. I mean, come on. It's just a melee DPS. What's the big deal? I'm still not out of here, though. That's unfortunate. Oh. What? I didn't want to fight him, but I guess we're doing it. Maybe I veg because I'm getting railed at work this week. You know, I'm still kind of I'm still feeling like a little fatigued here and there with sleepiness from the cold that I had. I felt it a little bit today. Like, man, like I'm sure you guys have felt this, right? Like, you sit in front of the desk, you have to do work. Like, I have work I should be doing, and I'm just staring at the PC and I'm like, yeah, I don't have the energy capacity to do anything. I'm just gonna sit here and, like, literally do nothing. And then sometimes just crawl into bed for, like, a little bit, you know? It's like, I'm just too tired. That's, like, me, like, the past, like, couple days. I don't know how I had the motivation to make that Crisis Core video yesterday. Like, that is the fastest I ever created content, edited into a video, did a script, and put it out there. Like, oh my god. I was so motivated for that video. I don't know what the hell I was drinking that day, but it happened. Denmo for a month? Holy. Man. This is, I hate the feeling too though. Like I want to do stuff and it's just like ugh. Like Ellie won't let go of the fact that I didn't put her clear screenshot of my thing, you know? And I don't blame her, dude. She should yell at me for that. Thing's like how many months old and I still haven't even done it yet. Is there what? Okay, we're fine. Well, we're okay because I didn't have a potion on. Okay, we're good. I really need to stop this. This can't be a habit I need to keep forming. Like it's not a good thing I'm fighting two things at once on a melee on floor 67. Like we shouldn't be doing that. I enjoy limit testing, but not right now. Sometimes it leads to like bad habits. Okay. We're going this way. At least the enemies are much easier this time. We have too many bad things. I'll check the chests. Might aggro. Intuition. Love it. I'm still missing a Magicite, so that's a bit of an issue that could occur. I've only seen 2 the entire run. That Reaper's so strong. Honestly, it feels really good to be once again packed on a DPS shot because it just feels great. Hey Silchar, thanks man. We only have a few more floors and then I'm gonna call it a night and go to sleep. Attempt to go to sleep. You know, that's the problem I have right now too. It's that I will feel tired, I'll feel fatigued, and I go to bed, and my body's like not able to sleep. Like it's just like wide awake. My body, not my brain, not my eyes, not like my my neck up. It's like my body is just like, nah, we don't need to sleep. It's like the fuck, dude. I'm literally tired. Let's communicate here. You know, there's like what was it? I think it was Friday. Yeah, I think it was Friday. I get home. Friday's like a chill day until stream for me. So I get home at like 2:30 after eating lunch, like lay down because I'm tired, and I'm trying to sleep for like 90 minutes, and I'm literally wide awake. And I gave up. I rage quit out of that. Not like angry, toss my table or something. I just get out of bed. And I'm like, dude, this is failing for me. I get out of bed. I sit in my chair, the one I'm on right now. I sit here for 5 minutes, and I'm still so tired. I can't function. So 5 minutes later, I just get up out of my chair, I lay in bed, and then I pass out for like 90 minutes. Like, I don't understand why that even works. I can't sleep for 90 minutes, I get up, sit in my chair 5 minutes, get back into bed, and then I immediately pass out. My body is just weird. I want the chest. Okay, thank you. Let's see. Ooh, well, that's worth the effort. Now, what was in the opening chests? Alteration? I'm lazy. Thanks, Lone Fell, I appreciate that. This should be no problem. At least these floors are still pretty chill for me outside of the occasional death-defying scenarios that we put ourselves into, but this should be really no problem. Oh. Really? Flower Lady? You know what? It's worth this try. You can pick it up first. Move it back. Actually, move it back now. Stop that gaze so I don't get it. Yeah, let's go to the exit. You're facing towards that way. I'll go the long way, but I'm almost certain that she's gonna turn around and go, yep. At least she did it a lot sooner than I thought she would. I thought I was gonna get over to the other side and then she'll do it. I guess I could have done Egress passed. I forgot that I could technically do that, but read like a book. I've done this once or twice, you know. It's on my first rodeo. Good morning, Red Crush. Thanks, I appreciate that. We're gonna be ending soon. I'm stopping at 70, but I do appreciate you passing by. Gotta get me some sleep. Sleep's pretty good. Frailty? Ooh. Yeah, give Reaper Frailty with Strength on. Yeah, glorious time. Sleep, yeah, if only I could get sleep. That would be the only problem. But I feel pretty tired. You know, last time I felt this tired was when I was doing, like, I was tired doing Astro, funny or not, on Thursday. I was actually, like, really tired. But we were able to do the run. I definitely do not blame anything that happened on Astra because I was tired, like, we were focused. But I went to sleep, man, and it was one of the best sleeps I had, like, a long time. I'm kind of feeling like that right now, where I'm kind of feeling like a partial zombie. But it's okay, I can still function. Might get a good sleep, so I'm hoping for that. But not gonna lie, you know why I feel like I'm probably extra sleepy today? It's because I did the collab. You know, interacting with other human beings, nothing against them, nothing against the human race, but, you know, it's exhausting. I get exhausted, dude. That's why I do my own thing a lot of times, you know? I'm just more accustomed to that. When I have to hang with other humans, it takes a lot out of me. So, yo, Kesa, thanks for being here. Enjoy that. And I hope to catch you next time. It's tiring, it is tiring, dude. I find it actually weird for me. You know, I've done a handful of collabs, we've done some things with other content creators and stuff. The whole thing always gets me exhausted. Like, I am exhausted talking, conversing, and just in Discord chat. Like, I'm not there face to face, you know? I'm not even looking at the webcam. We're not on a video call, but I swear, every time I do it, I can only last so long. Like 3-4 hours maximum before I'm just legit dead tired. So it's just a funny thing for me. Maybe that's partially why I like to, you know, run solo, because I guess I'm just conditioned for it. I mean, I could game for like 12 hours straight. I've done like a 13-hour Elden Ring stream before. Like, I'm not incapable of streaming that long, but man, it just depends on the kind of interaction I'm having with the gamers and stuff like that. You know, like, talking with you guys in chat, that's not exhausting at all, because I can kind of, I guess, control when I answer, how I formulate my thoughts, but sometimes in that kind of voice comms, you have to, you know, kind of respond in a respectable manner. We'll see. You know, Soul Chair, I'm not gonna lie, I would like to, barring the health of my actual, you know, my body. But when early access came in, I was like teasing like, oh yeah, I'm gonna play like 12 hours a day. I'm gonna stream like a madman on like the 3-day early access. Oh my god, dude, I lasted like my normal stream hours and I was dead tired. Like, I almost felt embarrassed for myself. Like, why the hell couldn't I keep myself awake? Like, I'm so hyped for the expansion. I want to play this game and I can't because I'm too tired. It's so bad. So, I don't know what's gonna happen when the next Deep Dungeon comes in. I like it. You know I'm gonna put hours into it. It's just, when am I putting those hours in is the question. A little silly. Race collabs could be fun, where you just game and not talk. Yeah, they would be fun. I like racing. Like, for instance, I submitted to Games Done Quick the charity marathon for speedrunning. We submitted a stray race, and I've never done a speedrun race before. I think that'll be pretty cool. I hope I get into that. So that'll be just a really fun experience. But yeah, that idea is pretty interesting for sure. You know, actually, we did do a bit of a race a long time ago for charity. I raced, we had a couple solo runners racing a 4-man. It didn't go well for the solo runners, let me tell you, but you know, that was still interesting. Essentially, it was like some necromancers versus guys who never soloed before, and we did like a 1-to-100 Palace of the Dead, so that was kind of interesting. Those 3 days were wild. I think I did 14 hours. See, I did it! Like you know what my schedule was, Ross? Oh my god. So I woke up, I got into the game at 5 o'clock, but I was awake since like 2 a.m., right? Eastern. I go live on Twitch at 5 a.m. We complete the Reaper run, world first 1 to 100 at 11 a.m. I would have kept going to Sage, but I was literally dead. So we raided out to our buddy Alchemy. I eat, I take a nap, I wake up at like 5 o'clock or something to get ready for the 9 o'clock stream. We do Sage Palace of the Dead. We do Sage Palace of the Dead 1 to 120, and I was dead by then, so we went to sleep at normal hours. I wake up, I do the normal night stream, I think, at like 7 o'clock or something, and I wanted to go earlier, but I couldn't because I was just too tired. And then we did, I think that was when I cleared Sage on Saturday. And then, ironically, Sunday, I would have done even more, but again, I was still tired, and I wanted to do other things, I guess. So, I just went, I aimed for my normal stream hour at 9 o'clock, except I had a sound glitch at about 5 p.m. Eastern when I went into Tower of Babel. And I had to reboot the game, because it was impossible to play because I didn't have half my sound. But if anyone remembered Early Access and Endwalker, you would know that if you logged out and you tried to log in during prime time, it literally took you like 5 hours to get in. So I basically was unable to stream because I had to log out at 5 p.m. Like I actually could not get back into the game in time for my stream time. So I was just like, you know what? I'll just skip the day. And that was my 3-day early access. Like I was gonna stream all day. I just streamed like normal hours. It was just really odd, and it was a lot because I just couldn't physically do it. Yeah, so for a lot of the days, Ross, I would log in early because I got in right away, and then I would stay logged in. But that was the unfortunate situation where I had to log out because the game was unplayable, and I knew what would happen if I logged out. I mean, I guess it was my fault for trying to do the story, but I couldn't have predicted the sound glitch, you know? So it is what it is. I put myself in queue and go take it, yeah. But then, that's the problem, because I think during that early access period, Soulchair, you had to babysit the queue, because the queue would kill itself every so often. And you can get back in queue if you log back in fast enough, so it was real bad. Like, excuse me. Like, it definitely would have been a lot better if you could just pop into queue and then AFK for 2 hours. Like, that's not a problem. But you couldn't do that because they had a problem with the queuing system, that it would just kick people out. I woke up to that unfortunate event, yeah. So, that really sucked. Like, that, I think, was what was brutal for a lot of people. Was that not only could you not game early access, you literally had to sit in front of your computer. You know, I remember Spoofy, this was funny, she made a tweet about the thing, and she said that she was utilizing Discord video call, because what she would do is that she would log herself into the queue, she would open Discord and do a Discord stream, and then have the stream on her phone so she can look at if the queue popped her out. So she can do things IRL and just like run back to the computer and then log herself back in. It's like, big brain, dude. It's like this, it's like brilliant. I'm like, yeah, that's a good thing. Good job. Good job, gamer. And the latency was pretty on par. Like Discord streaming is pretty much like it's pretty without lag, you know? So you're not missing out. The moment you see it, you have enough time to get back in. Oh, dude, she's smart, man. She's a smart lady. Let's pull Flower Lady. Alright, we're ending at 70 today, guys. Just a heads up. So I do appreciate you guys being here. I hope you liked the collab. I hope you liked hearing Brian Ricardo talk. We talked a lot about PvP, talked a lot about what we're up to in general with our content and stuff. He's a good man. He knows his PvP, of course. but he's a good man to talk to. So you know, you'll see more of him next week when we continue the collab and finish up the floors. My only problem with him, my only problem with him was he emptied out his Serenities. He kept popping Serenities, and I'm like, okay. Like, okay, like, you know, yeah, that's fine, but then, you know, when you go to 0 Serenities, it's a little concerning, but, I guess he just wanted to make it interesting, so it's fine. It'll be fine. We're Sage Warrior. Like, honestly, if I can't figure out a way to win the game in that combination, then I suck at Deep Dungeon, you know, so we'll figure it out. Wait, I think this is steel, right? I had to go 7-11 in January, and I asked my dad to prevent me from getting a kill kicked. He said, press W for like 5 seconds. I came back and I was dead in the cave I was in. He walked into an ad and couldn't kill it. At least you were in the game, you know? At least you were in the game, so I mean, that's not bad. I think this game doesn't have XP decay, so not a big deal. You take the victory, you're in the game. Alright, doggo. Let's have some fun, shall we? It was funny? Gotcha. Time for the dog to melt. I don't have strength on though. I mean, I could frailty, but we don't have strength on, so that kinda sucks. It won't melt as fast as I'd like it to. I did a little early. Like I said, I do miss the melee run though. The DPS that you get out of melee is just very satisfying. I mean, the DPS you get out of a DPS is very satisfying. It's just the survival is the problem. But alright. Angry doggo. Oh, I overcapped. Oops, my bad. Double Elder? 2 negatives does equal the positive, so just don't pick up a third one, then the world kind of goes haywire. Alright, halfway there. Yo, what's up, Prince? How you doing, man? Good to see ya. On Sunday. Or Monday. Faith of Mana, hello, how you doing? Good to see you as well. How goes the hell on hell? Good. We're actually about to wrap up. I'm ending today at 70 because we just had a collab earlier, and it kind of pushed my normal time a little bit back a little bit, which is fine. Not complaining at all. And we're setting up this file for next week, so subs up. Oh no, rip. When are you planning to resub? Are you gonna wait for the patch next week, or are you gonna chill till like 6.3? What's the game plan? Gonna enjoy freedom, you know? Walk outside a little bit. See what actual like fresh air feels like. Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to stun him. My last 81 is so cursed. I'm on floor 80. Only got 5 gold chests, the whole floor, strength, 2 applin, steel, and conceal. On like 81 plus. Not gonna lie, that doesn't sound too out of the ordinary for 81 plus. Like, I'm like sad to say that sounds kind of normal. Yeah, I bet you got a lot of postures though, huh? Bet the postures are fantastic. Game's like, here, just in case you need another run. Sometimes, you know, Heaven on High RNG is like very radical. Like right now, like I started at 21, and I've only seen 2 Madicite, which I mean, to be fair, like, you know, I could have started at 1 or something, but like sometimes it'd be like that. I have everything else, but yeah, the RNG gets a little radical in Heaven on High. You can get a lot of something, you can get nothing of something. It's just so weird how it works out. It's consistently inconsistent, basically. Oh no, my steel's up. Okay. Alright, almost there. Diego! Diego! Yeah, thanks for the raid, dude. I will apologize. I am actually wrapping up for the night, but you know what? It's okay. I'll talk with you for a little bit, and we'll find someone else to drop everyone off to. But how was stream? I was watching you play a little bit of Grim Legends earlier today. So our friend Gregolian plays a lot of mystery games on Sundays. He calls it Mystery Sundays, and he's been going through just a slew of games. So today he's playing Grim Legends. It was a little bit of a puzzle game. Like you get to a screen, you have to find like hidden things on the screen to solve the puzzles and all that stuff. Oh, you beat it! Did you get into Hogwarts? I was hearing that, I kept hearing that name, I'm like, Hogwarts, huh? Sharp's buddy, yeah, dude. They were doing, I was actually watching, like, dude, you're, between you and Sharp, like, you guys are like my nightly, like, morning, weekend stream stuff. So I was watching also your co-op stuff from yesterday. I was trying to catch up a little bit of it today. It's so much fun watching this stuff. It sounded like that to me, yeah. I thought they were gonna start talking about wizards, dude. And it was up in a tower too, right? It was up, like, it was on a castle on like a big ass like hill. I'm like, yeah. But anyway, definitely check out Diego, guys. A good friend of ours, and he does a lot of good stuff. He's currently playing through the week. I think you're still playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla, right? You're going through like all the DLC and all the content there, but well, rarely do we split up our Heaven on High runs, but this one right here, that's one we just finished, so we'll continue that on the second half of Sunday's stream. And this right here, as you can see, it's Mr. Ricardo, so it's me and Brian Ricardo doing a duo. We'll do that at the beginning of Sunday's stream. So we do the 61 to 100 at the beginning of stream, then we do the 71 to 100 solo after that. So we got a busy, packed Sunday next week. But I do appreciate you guys being here, and Gego, thank you for bringing your crew over. If you haven't been here before, my name is Angelo Zemanus. I do a lot of Deep Dungeon solo, and we actually have a couple collabs, so we've been playing some with other content creators this week, so I've been a little busy. But I do thank you for watching, thank you for being here. I'm gonna go find someone to pop you guys over. Oh, actually, you know, let's drop you guys over here, because you know why? We were just gaming with him. He's still going live. I think he might still go. Hopefully, he'll keep going live a little bit longer. He's doing some PvP. Mr. Brian Ricardo is the PvP master himself. He does so much PvP for the community, so much PvP on stream. So if you have questions about PvP, I really suggest you guys check him out and pick his brain. He knows what he's talking about when it comes over there. But yeah, thank you guys. I'll be back live in if you want Deep Dungeon. We're back Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern for Red Mage, Palace of the Dead, no sustaining potion. I need to farm potions. If you want to catch me live the next time, it's tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern. 3 p.m. Eastern, we're gonna play more Dome Keeper, and we're gonna probably play the hard mode in Dome Keeper. So if you want to check out Dome Keeper at the harder difficulty, we'll do that tomorrow. So yeah, we'll drop you off at Mr. Ricardo. So have a good night. Todd, Gego, thanks again. Prince, everyone else, Wallen. Yeah, thank you guys. I'll catch you next time. Let's go raid. I'm gonna go sleep. I'm tired. See you later, guys. Sig, see you later. Let's go raid.